All right.
So with Kavon here, we got past the mic.
Yeah. You're not going to talk much.
You right?
Yes. I just figured y'all would share a mic. Because you're not going to say nothing
whenever.
outside of the sports.
Yeah. That's his section.
You can share a
not
mic
gonna
too if you want. But we brought you here to be a voice.
Well, I plan on using my voice. Please don't sass me. You are very sassy tonight.
I'm not being sassy.
I don't have time.
He's
I
kinda
don't have
serious.
time.
That wasn't
That
sassy.
was sassy.
That wasn't sassy.
It was though.
It wasn't.
It was
We
very
just
sassy.
prayed Victoria.
That's fine.
That
Okay.
was sassy.
All right. How should I introduce this thing? Hey,
Yeah.
Lon, go ahead. You go ahead and introduce.
Oh, we starting?
Yeah, what's up? Hey, man. What's up, y'all?
Can I say welcome back, or I'm gonna say welcome back.
Let's say welcome back.
Welcome back for the
Yeah.
first time. If you haven't listened to us before,
That's right.
this is thank God for the group chat, sponsored and brought to us by Keith Wolf. I was gonna say your middle name.
You say it
Roberson.
wrong too.
Yeah, I was
That's
about
your
to say it
father's.
wrong.
That's your middle name. He called me today
He
too.
did?
He did. And I was driving. I was trying to get
Oh, I got stuff in my car for you, bro. My mom gave to me.
probably mail.
It's mail and some other stuff.
That's
I think
all
she
it is,
said.
mail.
Yes.
Mail
All right.
and mail and
Bills. Might be a check in there.
it might be like it might it might be a subpoena. Might be a subpoena.
But for real though, bro, if that's true, we can pray.
Yeah, but y'all
we're
pray
gonna
for me,
that.
man. It's real out
Pray
here
about
in
that.
these traffic streets.
We're gonna pray about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, how many of us? It's 5 of us.
It should be five.
It
It'll
should be 5.
of us. In
My
the
brother
same-
is in the building, but not in the room, so he's on his way. So everybody, just go ahead, introduce yourself from left to right. Let's go ahead and
Oh, I'll
Right.
go first.
Yeah.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Keith Roberson, and I'm excited to do this podcast. I'm a freelance videographer / photographer. Yeah, I do other miscellaneous things.
hence the subpoenas.
Oh, it's on me now.
Sure, man.
Oh, all right. Shoot. So I'm John Carter. I just be out here chilling.
John got a real job, bro.
John has a real job. Like John's job is so real that I'm wondering like why he hasn't asked me to work for him.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm just out
I
here
don't
chilling,
think
bro.
John has that. John has a real job, but I don't know if John has real power.
Dog. So in my
Touche.
field, that might actually be right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just can't say too much. Keep that hush.
Okay.
Jack's coming in.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Victoria. I am a freelance digital marketer.
Amen.
What's up?
Amen. Victoria was in Philadelphia this weekend.
Was it good?
It was my first time up there in a while just to visit. I'm
Okay.
usually up there for like Made in America.
Oh, that
So
What's made in America?
it is a music
Jay-Z
festival. It's
music
Jay-Z
festival.
and Budweiser's
Yes.
music festival
Yes.
in Philly.
all right now.
Okay.
Go
Did you?
ahead.
Everybody asked this though, but I'm gonna be generic.
Go ahead.
Did you get a cheesesteak?
That's a good question.
So I
bro.
do not eat beef or pork.
Oh yeah,
So-
you're like a Presbyterian.
Wow. Okay.
So, Kev,
I'm
Yeah,
over
that was a religion. I mean,
You a
denomination.
Presbyterian?
you're a Presbyterian.
That's a denomination.
You gonna baptize
Yeah,
the kids? Oh, it's a subpoena.
No, it's not. It's the U.S.
You got mail, bro.
Oh no, now here's the subpoena. It's not. It's not. Glory to God.
You good, bro?
It's something else.
Probably just soliciting
All right.
credit cards.
Thank you. Cool.
Nah.
Okay.
Somebody got past the mic now. He here.
Yeah, you
What's
got
your name? What do you do? Why are you here?
I'm Kavon. I'm a photographer.
That's it. Kavon. Kavon is my older soft spoken, but not really.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Lon been talking this whole time. Did he introduce himself too?
Nah.
No,
Oh.
who are you?
I am Lon. I am married to an amazing woman who is at home right now, probably mad because I'm not at the
He had to
house.
plug it. He had to do it.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna plug my wife.
Okay.
She told him.
I'm gonna plug. No, she did.
Your wife is trying to get me on gluten like the past 30 minutes.
Is she?
Yes. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do it.
But yeah, what am I doing right now? I am currently figuring my life out, which honestly really just means trying to figure out how I'm gonna make music, make me money, and create more. That's what I'm doing right now. So, I'm a creative professional. I would own that now. I didn't in the past, but I own
like
it now.
that.
Yeah, I own it now. That's it. So,
Word is bond. I'm about to.
always has been bond. That should be scripture, bro. I feel like Jesus probably said that
He says it in so many words.
in so many ways.
His word is his bond.
Let it be so.
Amen.
Mm.
All right,
So
let's get
be it.
into these topics, man. Oh, what is thank God for the group chat? What does that mean? So us four collectively, we call ourselves the group chat. We
Yeah.
are the group chat.
We are the group chat.
Yeah, and like whatever, we have a group chat and we say whatever we want
In the group chat.
and
Anything goes.
yeah, pretty much anything goes without any judgment. So you guys, it's like this is like the audible version
Yeah.
of our text messages.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah,
sensitive.
me and John had a conversation in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And I always say, whoever you think is the worst is not who you think is the worst. Just
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, you gotta explain that one.
no. People always think that my brother's quiet, so they think he's nicer. He's not.
Okay,
I'm sorry, but
got it.
but he is. You single?
Mm-hmm.
My brother's single.
Wait. Are you single to the point where nobody's going to get mad when you say
Nah, I am single.
That don't answer the question. Is anybody going to get mad?
If they find out you single,
You're like, I am single. I don't care how she feels. It is what it is.
you knew what it was.
Okay. Well, let's get into some topics.
Speaking of it is what it is. The Grammy nominations came out.
Yeah.
They were good, and I was actually surprised by a few of them. But one of the people that was surprised as well was Q-Tip, and he took to social media, specifically Instagram. Was it Instagram? It was. Instagram.
It was Instagram.
Oh, my mic falling.
Older people don't know about
Older
Snapchat.
people. It's a thing where you put pictures and videos and
So
stuff.
John is over here talking and he passed the mic.
Huh?
So I don't know what he's saying.
It's fine. But he went on a rant about so backstory. Five Dog. When did he die? Last year? I want to say early last year.
I think so, yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah. By the way, they just ruled Jam Master Jay's death a cold case. Like just.
Really?
Yeah. It's been about 15 years.
It's been a while.
That's unrelated. Go ahead.
It's good to know though. I don't know why it's good to know, man. Come on,
They
segue.
like, we not reviewing this anymore. It's over. That's good to know.
It's good
In
to
case
know.
you ever inquire to the police up in New York.
It's good to know.
Hey man, that's dead. We off that. That's sad. I'm sorry.
It's sad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so he was unhappy about it because he felt that. Well, one of the things he said was, "Yo, we came and performed for you guys because they did a tribute to Tribe Called Quest," and he was like, "Man, like we came up there and did that tribute for y'all, and we ain't getting no nominations. Yo, this is foul.
Right.
Yo, F the Grammys. Yo, this is crazy."
We shucked and jived for nothing.
Is that what he said?
That's
Basically.
Summary. Yeah.
Is shuck and drive like a derogatory term?
Yes.
Oh, good, because I told my wife that today, and I was like,
You told your wife what?
"That's a bad. Don't say that."
What context did she use it in?
She was making fun of me.
Oh wow. Continue.
She not nice, bro. She nice, but like not nice. Yeah. So like that. Okay. Pause. So between that and so for album of the year, this was the first time in I don't know how many years that a white male was not nominated like in the group. And like surprisingly, like it's Jay-Z, Kendrick, Lord, who am I missing? Bruno Mars
He's definitely.
and Childish Gambino, which is kind of a shocker to me.
Why?
I don't know. I know
He's white famous.
No, but
Why
I mean
would
the
he not?
album was good, but I don't know if it was album of the year good.
So here's the thing about the Grammys. I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone. So Q-Tip got upset that they didn't get nominated
They're not
after all this parlaying. That's the word he used. He
said
said, we
parlay.
parlayed. He was like, we parlayed. It's not funny because Q-Tip, because you are an iconic figure in hip-hop, man. Like,
Q-Tip, bro.
there wouldn't be a Shane Kidd without...
Without Q-Tip.
Nobody knows who Shane Kidd is. But
It's probably like
outside of our
5 people
circle.
watching
Shane,
right
what
now.
up? Shane, what up? Yeah, what is behind is people watching. But anyway, Shane. Yeah, we live. Shane,
He like, damn.
yeah.
No, I'm really not single.
No, Q-Tip. He was like, we parlayed. We performed last year at the Grammys. We were all up in people's faces. So what it is, it's not like made the best album win or made the best artist win.
People actually vote for
who
stuff,
does
too.
the most politicking? Who do you know?
Album sales matter too as well. Like
They do
it's
matter
a lot
to
of
a
stuff
degree.
that going
They do
to,
matter to a degree.
like, it's percentages
because
of
you got
things.
people like Aloe Black getting like nominated and stuff. I know he not no platinum selling artist.
Aloe Black is white famous, bro.
He's white famous, but his record probably is platinum.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he's not a platinum selling artist. Breakthrough song,
Yeah.
but you're not catching him.
No.
You know what I mean? So you got those type. Oh Lord, I forgot what I was about to say. So you got people like that doing stuff to be nominated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that a Childish Gambino, who probably has a team,
Bro, he's been having like
he's like a machine within and of
like
himself.
he's like
Saw this man in like 3 movies this past year.
his next like I think since he was in what was it? The
Y'all
Mars
feel free to
movie.
chime in whenever y'all.
What was the name of the Mars movie with Matt Damon?
He was in that.
He was in that, bro.
It's called The Martian.
The Martian. Should have known that.
It's okay. It's okay.
But like he has been on like bro, he's going up and up. And
He was
up
in
and
Spider-Man,
up. Yes.
Homecoming.
Didn't see that.
But I don't want to talk about.
But like I just feel like his trajectory right now is, bro, he got the Lion King. He's Simba, bro. You can't. Well, first of all, they have to do that well. So I'm not even. That's gonna be scary. But like, I don't know. I didn't. He's having a good year. He's having a good couple years actually.
for him to be nominated.
Mm-hmm.
This
He's
is his
having a good-
last album too.
That's what he said.
He's retiring.
I mean, Jay-Z said that before too.
But he's no Jay-Z. Let's not do that.
I have a question though. Do y'all not feel like Childish has been positioning himself this way
Yes.
Yeah.
since jump? Okay, just clarify.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh no.
Yes.
He's a smart kid.
I think that's what I've been saying though. Is like he puts himself in that position, even like Grammy wise. So like when you get nominated for a Grammy, that's automatically like shows.
Yeah.
That's for you to be in places where you've never been before.
There's a
You know
lot
what
of
I'm
Grammy nominated people I follow on Facebook. Bro, that's
Just
what,
off
that's
of them being
just off
Grammy
that,
nominated.
bro.
Even people like you never like necessarily heard of.
You never heard of him, but I
No,
mean, it
but my
works.
gripe with Q-Tip is this. You're a legacy act. Not saying that your album wasn't great because I'm hearing great things about the album, but you're a legacy act. So you ever see like an act go away and then come back, they don't get viewed the same way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you've never gone away. Look at Ludacris. Ludacris left. I mean, I'm not putting him on the same scale, even though
Yeah.
Ludacris is a great rapper.
He gave us some songs, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah, but like, yeah, he left,
Yeah.
came back. What, you don't look at Ludacris as no rapper now. It's like,
You don't.
you an actor.
Yeah, he did too many. He done did too many movies and had like significant roles.
Right. So
Ish.
he's so It's like, okay, I understand Phife Dawg passing away, but that's not going to have any bearing on how we view the music. Even though it might weigh on how the music is made and how in which it was created, but we're not the people that nominate the artist. They not looking at that. He was like Ninth Wonder. Ninth, what happened?
What happened, Ninth?
Because I'm parlaying with Ninth to get me in. You know what I mean? Like I know people on this.
Ninth
panel,
was like,
why am I
look,
not-
nothing happened.
and here's my
Rhapsody
thing.
happened.
Here's my thing. Why do you care so much about something? You know that it's not set up that way. Like, may the best album win.
As
It's
a-
who does the most politicking? It's a popularity.
I mean, but
contest.
even that, like the artists, you get your sheets, like people that are part of the academy, they vote. So artists, producers, engineers, like all of that. So like him asking Ninth what happened, Ninth, bro, like Rhapsody happened. Rhapsody is his artist. Like she happened, and she got nominated for
She did.
album of the year.
Her
Okay.
album's fire.
And the album is amazing.
Okay.
So
Somebody gotta get bumped. It's not gonna be my artist.
It's not gonna
You're
be my
not pulling
artist.
away from my pocket.
that I just got signed to Rock Nation. Like,
Mm.
bro, no, bro.
So I feel all these black nominations were just a cause of what happened last year with all the I won't want to cuss, but the people complaining about the all these white folks.
The Taylor one
So
last year?
I'm
Album of the year?
serious that,
Oh,
okay,
Adele.
We gave y'all something. Now
Adele
shut
won
up.
this year.
So next year it's gonna be.
Bro, I don't think so.
Back
I
to
think the
business as
projects that got
usual.
nominated
That's how I feel.
were worthy of the nominations.
I'm not raising my hand. It's like it's like remember a couple of years ago when everybody was like trying to like boycott what was it, the Golden
Oscars
Globes?
so white.
Oscars so
Boycott
white.
the Oscars because we didn't get nominated for nothing. It's like, wait, what did y'all put out?
But no, part of that is like there is
And there's
an
no such thing as
issue.
rock and roll anymore.
Ouch. Rabbit hole.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's a rabbit hole. One of the things that they were talking about is the reality that people that won, there are not a lot of roles made for people of color, period. And when they do go to audition for the roles, they're not getting them because look at Gods of Egypt.
Trash.
Like, why are the Gods of Egypt all these white men?
Okay.
You know?
That got nominated for something?
Of course not. It was a terrible movie. But part of that
Maybe
is,
graphics it got nominated for.
you know what, it might have.
Proceed.
But part of that is like, if I'm casting a movie that's in Egypt, in Africa, like why all these white people getting all these main roles? And I get it because they're popular, but come on, realistically speaking,
I get that.
Realistically speaking,
I get
Hollywood's
that.
not gonna
My
cast
point-
black folks for
I'm
those kind
sorry.
of big roles.
I mean, Lion King.
But here's my point. Here's my point in saying that. So I feel like no, quote unquote. I don't know if it's so like let's appease the black man for a minute.
No,
It's never been that.
no.
Ever.
They- no.
There's never been a time
We got the BET award,
in
man.
which white people were like, all right.
Enough of this.
Yeah, enough of us winning.
It's like we're whipping them again.
It's never-
Let's just stop it.
Hold on. Before they riot. It's never been.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I really
I feel
think-
like the work just people work, man, and
I do.
the work came out.
People working, some people did. Like I wasn't mad at the Oscars like when no black people were nominated. I'm like, what movie came out where we should have been nominated?
I think one of the movies they were pushing for was
What
Creed.
came out?
Creed, which was good, but I don't know if it was. The problem
No,
is
Sylvester got something.
exactly.
Yeah.
And to me, Sylvester didn't do much.
Now here's a rabbit hole. I don't think Michael B. Jordan did that great of a job. I think he was okay.
I mean, it wasn't like wow.
I mean,
it
it was
wasn't
enough
like
to
what?
make Sylvester look good.
But
You
Sylvester
don't gotta
is
do much to make
Sylvester.
But Sylvester's so
So did you watch the movie? Because none of that happened.
Yes, I did. I watched it.
Whoa.
No,
Yo, like if
but
Sylvester Stallone was a people group, that would have been racist. Cause
A people group. The Stallonians.
all right, go ahead.
But nah, I mean that was one of them. What movie was Will Smith in?
A bad one. No, I'm
Cause
serious.
Jada got into that whole thing.
Jada and Will were both.
Wait, which one?
What?
No one remembers the name of it because it was
Collateral
so bad.
Beauty?
Like, that's the thing.
Which was paused.
Was
Which
it
is a
Collateral Beauty?
which is a pretty decent
I
movie.
love that movie. It
That
was
was
Collateral
amazing.
No, it wasn't that. It was,
Rotten Tomatoes give it like a 40. That movie was so good.
Collateral Beauty.
He did it. He did it. Look,
I ain't never heard of
he
it.
been on a slump. He was on a slump.
Yeah.
Collateral Beauty was like, okay, Will still got it.
Yeah.
It was
that
really
was
good.
the movie, though.
That's not the movie.
It wasn't.
Is she talking into the mic?
Oh,
Yeah, he was playing
Concussion.
Concussion.
I haven't
He
seen it.
killed that too.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Moving
Anyway,
on.
that
No, address this. Address this.
okay. I mean, we could. Will Smith last 10 years.
Huh?
Has he fallen off?
I don't think he can ever fall off. That's just how I feel. He's like, I put him in the box with Denzel. To me, they can't fall off. They might die, but I don't think they can fall off.
So it's their options are either to die or to keep acting and not be so good.
Listen, I don't think Will Smith fell off. I just
Me
think
either.
I think he's hit a plateau, and it's like I'm gonna make whatever I want to now.
Yeah, he got the Netflix movie coming out December 22nd.
Yeah, he's like I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna try
and
whatever.
it looks pretty good. I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch it.
it's another alien movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's another alien.
he kills those. But After Earth, yes or
was-
no?
That's not him. That's
No,
not his.
that was
movie.
his son.
That's not
Jaden.
his movie. I'm not counting it.
People sleeping on Jaden too. Anyway,
Nobody's sleeping on Jaden. First of all, Sire is crazy.
it's amazing, bro. The blue intro.
It was that girl the whole time.
Nah, I'm talking about the first 4 songs on the album.
That was her the whole time.
Like, I can't.
No,
Oh, I
not the
wanted-
first song.
I just did something. I had a conversation with myself just now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was Willow and P. Smith.
I just heard.
No,
I
Pia
just-
Mia.
I just heard B.
Yeah, it's BLUE.
I know.
It's
Okay.
shout out to Lito.
I don't think Will Smith fell off. Speaking of which, you brought up Denzel. I saw that Roman movie. It's different.
I haven't seen any new Denzel.
We're not talking about nothing that we had on the agenda.
No.
Not at all.
We're going
It's
to-
fine.
There's nothing.
Was
Yeah,
it
it's a group.
Roman
all over the
Israel?
place.
Roman Israel Esquire, something like that?
Thank you. You
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, you know more than I did. Did you see it?
I have not.
I
The
liked
previews
it.
look good.
The previews look good. If you're going to see Denzel Washington as Denzel Washington himself, don't
Don't
go
go.
see it. Don't go. See. Who did I see it with?
Zach.
Not you.
Zach.
It was you. Huh?
Zach. We talked about
I
it.
did go see this with Zach.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. What up, Zach? Yeah, it's not your typical Denzel Washington movie.
You're not killing nobody with pencils.
He's not killing nobody. Huh?
Pencils.
What movie is this?
It's
He just be doing stuff.
What movie is this?
exaggeration.
He just be doing shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he just be killing people.
Okay. Yeah, what were we talking about now? The Grammys.
Oh yeah, back to the Grammys. So yeah. So Q-Tip was upset. I don't know if he should be upset.
I don't think you should be. You're a legacy act. You're a legacy act. Thank you for doing that great album. You're beyond the Grammys, Tribe Called Quest. You're beyond the Grammys. You don't need a stamp of approval
Like, you are-
from your peers.
You were like you were solidified in the book.
Yes.
It's done.
Why are you mad? Why are you on Instagram with the horns in the background upset?
Who was in the background just cooking?
Somebody, I'm like, hold on. I'm giving a serious rant right now, and you over there playing the trumpet. And cooking. She's like, oh, that's Tip. He always snapping. That's as you were, everyone.
I don't know, man. But I'll say this. in my opinion, I even put up against the the only one I'll dispute is Culture, which is Migos. But like putting up that hit Tribe's last album up against the albums that were up there, or like that got nominated for Rap Album of the Year, it's tough competition. So if anything that he could be mad at, maybe he's mad at the Migos and Culture. But everybody
Yeah,
else,
he was like, they wanted me to be on the board for some new rap stuff that they doing. I
Yeah.
declined it, so yeah.
yeah, so I don't know.
kinda some shade,
I
man.
understand though, but like you said, man, y'all don't need this, bro.
You don't.
Bro, y'all still rocking.
He was like, for that album? I'm like, man, I feel like I look at Q-Tip and Tribe Called Quest as like those like pure artists, people that aren't doing it for the money, that aren't doing it for the fame. They
Like,
just gonna do it for the
does Nas-
culture.
does Nas have a
Legit
Grammy?
doing it for the culture,
Exactly.
I
And
don't
but
think Nas has any
to hear
Grammys.
that, huh?
Does Nas have a Grammy for any of his albums? He probably got Grammys for
That's
singles,
something
maybe.
to look up.
I don't
Thank
think
you,
he got
John.
a Grammy for
Look at
Illmatic,
John. Go ahead, John.
for Stillmatic, for It Was Written. Common don't got a bunch of Grammys either. He got an Oscar though. It's crazy for that song. It wasn't
Common
really
cannot.
for Glory. He can't, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
It
saw
needed to be
John Wick
said.
2 the other night. He was not good in that movie.
He
bro.
was in John Wick too.
He was not. Yeah.
He was in that slave show.
What's like,
Lord, I don't know.
No, that's definitely from
Underground.
Never
That's
mind.
what? That's from Insecure.
I was about to say the show that they played on.
Was it
Insecure.
Due North?
So-
And I was
so
like,
they-
nope,
So
not a real thing. That's not a real
Victoria,
thing.
Victoria said that basically to give her a few weeks before we start clowning her. So I'm
Okay.
gonna let her rock.
Like a few weeks.
No,
two-
y'all
like
not.
2
I'm gonna let her rock. I'm definitely gonna let you rock today. John says she has 15 more minutes.
don't wait that long to bomb folks.
It's all right.
She's gonna shut down on us.
Nas hasn't won any Grammys.
No,
No?
nothing happened.
You think you deserve a Grammy over Nas? Tribe Called Quest?
He got
You don't.
got you.
All right, let's.
And like, yeah, Nas doesn't have one, and you know, people. You ask somebody for their top 5. Nas is always arguably in top
You know
5
somewhere.
all the time. So I don't know. Do better.
They made an amazing album. What's next?
They
bro?
did. They did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's it. They're done.
What more
They're not doing it from me.
Shout out to Tyrese.
No, ain't no shout out.
he
to
better.
Tyrese.
No, we
He
don't
off the
shout Tyrese.
he
Take
off
his
the
ass
drugs
off.
now, but he's still crazy. I'm like, bro, you said these drugs was making you crazy. You still crazy?
Man, if you're not doing nothing, Tyrese, come through, man.
Yeah, come through, Tyrese.
Let's talk.
He in Dubai or something right now with
He
some
is.
red robe on with his wife. Who,
It'll be good to
looks
get her
scared out her
perspective.
life. Huh?
It'll be good to get her perspective.
Yeah, like what? Why weren't you helping him? Where were you while all this was occurring?
She not. She was in the background cooking.
Playing the trumpet. All right, what's next?
Speaking of music and people thinking other people are racist,
I'm
That's
not a
facts.
racist.
That's facts.
an
Very
artist by the
good.
name of
This is
Jonah-
Lon Show. I'm definitely going to change the name.
Don't
I'm
do
just
it,
going
bro.
to change
I don't
that
want
under.
pressure.
I'm definitely. You're doing an amazing job.
An artist by the name of
This is hella Lon Show.
Joyner Lucas, a rapper, a rapidy rapper, who apparently is actually a dope artist, actually. But he put out a video for a song that he has. Is it a song or is it just a?
I think it's probably like
It's a
It's a song.
It's a song.
Okay.
I would call
No,
it
I
a
wasn't sure if it was like a
spoken
song
word
that he.
performance piece.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure if it was a song on like on an album he had or like just something he just put out just to put out.
I've never heard of him
I think
prior to this.
Me either.
I've heard of him. He has some pretty dope stuff. He just puts out. I don't think he has an album. He just puts out.
I know Kavan not talking into that mic. I know he's
It's
not.
right there. You can't hear me.
No, you're doing this. Oh.
Yeah, solo, bro.
He's
But
using-
yeah,
But yeah.
he puts out dope stuff. It's always like thought provoking type stuff.
Okay, so this is not like it wasn't like left field. It wasn't unexpected.
Nah, he
Okay.
did one where a fan wrote a note to him about killing himself, but he got it too late, and the fan had already killed himself. So
Who
he
you think
did
he
like
is?
a-
Stan?
Is this Eminem?
Nah.
Wait, did this actually happen?
I didn't research it, but
Oh.
he did. That was the
Okay.
one of the things.
Thought Lon was making jokes about some real stuff. Like, like wait a minute.
Make me look bad now.
Who you think you are, killing yourself? You think you stand? Like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Anyway, the video came out what? Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday?
I don't know when it came out.
Probably like a week maybe.
Yeah, it's been a week at least.
If that long. And it's I think currently has like 9 million views on YouTube. So it's like all the rage with the kids now.
It's a conversational piece.
It was
but
a very good
it
conversational
is.
piece. Like, can I say?
Yeah, go for it.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched the video yet, I was kind of mad that him and the white guy hugged at the end of the video.
Were you mad too?
Yeah, I was kind of mad.
John said he had jokes. He said we gonna get these jokes off on
some
it.
jokes
But I
about
don't
it.
know what John has to say
Let's
about
go.
it.
Let's get them off.
Let's go, John.
Oh, yeah. So like on the hug part at the end of the video.
Yeah,
All right, so I understand like this supposed to be like a conversational piece or
Yeah.
like
I get the
hey, you know, to solve
reconciliation
racism. Yeah, to solve
is
racism,
good.
we just
Reconciliation
need to
is good, people.
sit down, right? Sit down in one spot and let's just break these
Let's
barriers.
hash this out.
And then let's just hug it out afterwards. All right, look, listen. If we having this conversation, right?
But the
And then
things
we
in
gonna
the-
hug after. What you're not gonna do is rub my back for about 10 minutes. Because if like when you watch the video, you see the black dude just like
one.
Like,
Why are you hugging?
like you see, like yeah. First, why are you hugging? Like first of all, white dude, is like he was like he lifts his arm up like, come on, dog, embrace me, and then they embrace, and then it's just like a rubbing, caressing of the back, and I'm just like, nah, bro. That's a
We can
little
shake
uncomfortable.
hands. We can dap.
Oh yeah, we could dap it up. Yeah, that's about as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about it was like off at the end.
I mean, I
But
get what it
something
was
was
trying
off
to
from
do.
the
That we
beginning.
can have a conversation about it and then
Yeah.
squash our differences. But
Like, it's good.
It's not gonna happen that quick.
I
Like,
think the
get it.
video was good for the culture
Yeah,
because
nah.
I don't think that
nah.
no, not
Nah.
No.
culture, but
Nah.
like good, I think it was good for the conversation that people. I think some of the things that he communicated are some things that people wish that they could say.
Nah.
Who
And
wish you can say?
White people.
They say regardless. What you
I
mean?
just want to say that the non-racist white person in that video, everything he was saying, it was almost like the script that was written for all the
Of
white kids I
course.
went to school with. But it never solved anything.
I'm sorry, I went to the HBCU, so
Yeah, see, I didn't. I went to a private school for middle and high school, and like every single thing he said in that video, I've heard at least once
I got a black friend
from a white
That's what I'm
person trying
saying.
to say like I'm not racist. But my thing is like, but when a white person says something like that, like, or they try to justify it and be like, oh, but I have a black.
So here's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, hey, my thing was, hey, he said that, but the rebuttal was, I hear you, but that's not enough. Like, that's not the problem. It could have been a little more vicious. But the problem is that you think that having a white friend, a black friend, like, oh, I have a cousin that has a sister that has a black boyfriend. I'm not racist. Nah, it's deeper than that. It's you clutching your purse
Like, you're still racist.
when crossing the street because I'm walking up, and trust me, I'm not gonna do nothing to you. But I think it was good because at least I took away, hey, you're saying these things, but that's not it. Like, these aren't the things that we are worried about. The things that he rebutted with, like, no, y'all run stuff. Why can't I get a job? Like, why y'all mad because I can't get a job and I'm running drugs to put foods in my cabinet? Like, you think I care about your cousin having a black boyfriend? Like, that's not what I care about. Like, that doesn't solve anything. These are the things, economic and the social issues that lead to me not being able to get gainful employment because I may or may not have a name that gets flagged in the system because I'm not, which happens.
Yeah, no, I'm not. The thing is, I'm not discrediting anything that was coming from the quote unquote like black perspective.
Yeah.
I think my thing is when you do content like this, so who is his target demographic?
You know
like,
what?
who is
And
watching his
that's
content?
good. I don't
like
know.
another black. Like honestly, I would not expect for him to be white famous. I expect him to be famous amongst the black community.
He's white. He'd be white woke famous.
I think he would be white famous because by the time they're doing hits the internet, the
No,
white
white
folks
woke
done seen
famous. I don't think he'd be white famous.
Woke famous.
Yeah, white.
But
woke
even
famous.
woke famous, I feel like that's still predominantly
white woke.
white.
White people ain't woke.
Terrible. That's terrible.
Key's ready to jump off.
I am.
No, go ahead. Y'all not gonna have me talking all this stuff.
It's your
And
show
y'all
now.
not rebuttaling and correcting me. If I'm
Okay, all
wrong.
right. I think you're wrong, bro.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing? Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Bro, man, I appreciate it for this conversation.
Yeah.
But then it's like, that's all we do is have the conversation. So I feel like, I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk from this perspective as to not really offend anybody and not really come to a conclusion at all, really. You know what I mean? For my woke friends, my woke white friends, or whomever is listening to me, I don't want to turn nobody off. So that's one thing. Also, you say I'm not racist, but you call me a nigger at least 6 times.
He said it so many times.
It was so.
One was like a
hard ER. Yeah, not the
nigger.
There was-
It was a hard ER. That's number 2. Also, so like you tell me you're not racist, but then you throw out all of these stereotypes. So, and I feel like, man, I'm listening to the joint. I'm like, I can't wait for the rebuttal. Weakest rebuttal I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't think it was weak.
Hold on. Here's why it was weak. I'm not refuting anything that you said about me possibly being a drug dealer, possibly being lazy, possibly, like literally he said, you lazy, why don't you get a job? Well, I can't get a job, that's why I sell drugs.
But that's real though.
That's not real. That's not real. That's not real. That's
So,
not real.
no,
That's not real.
When
Why?
I say
'Cause
real,
it's not real for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's not real for me and you. It's not real for us in this room.
So that's what I'm saying. Placate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So give a great example, not the worst example, because that's what white people think. Not every white person,
Yeah.
of course. I'm
Yeah.
using a blanket
Yeah.
statement, but
Yeah.
that's how white people think. Oh, if you got a great job, if you're a CEO of a company or whatever it may be, that you're the exceptional Negro. I'm not exceptional. Because I have intelligence, because I have a good job, there's nothing exceptional about that type of stuff. That's the quote unquote American dream. So what do? You say you give this whole thing about. I feel like he could have done it differently. Let that white man say enough of this, enough of we just letting white people say whatever they want. I'm like, dude, this was your rap. You were black in this as you wrote this.
Set us up to fail.
You ain't, yeah. Like all you do is
wait for him to hit him?
Here's what got me. You don't know nothing about watermelon and fried chicken.
but he might
What?
not.
What?
All right. Do you?
What? No, this is the black dude saying this.
Yeah,
I know.
Why are you perpetuating these stereotypes? You should have said, I'm nothing like how you think that I am. He's saying, yeah, I'm all that you saying that I am. But,
I gotta do it.
yeah, I got to do this. And you don't know nothing about watermelon fried chicken and barbecues. What?
What if he doesn't though?
I don't know nothing about fried chicken and barbecue.
Besides the point,
I don't
man.
know nothing about fried chicken and barbecue and watermelon. I don't.
No, I
I'm
understand
going to write
that.
a rebuttal to his rebuttal.
I understand that.
About how trash-
All I'm saying
Me
is
out of retirement.
you're not retired. You fake retired. I don't want to hear that.
I'm podcasting.
You Joe Button?
Continue.
No. All I'm saying is no. Do I think it was amazing? Of course not. It could have been way better.
Love the flow. Love the beat.
Yeah.
Love the video.
The cadence was amazing.
Everything else was you set us back.
I don't
You
think that-
he set us back. I'm confident in saying that. It's not.
I don't
say
think he
that
set
with
us
no
back.
conviction.
I think it could have been done better, verbally, his verbiage and the things he said. Because I feel like they had two different conversations.
Of course. He's
So-
saying, see from my perspective, and I'm going to see from your perspective. And I'm saying that black dude right there, whoever you rap like, he don't speak for all black people. He doesn't. He's
But-
not a well-rounded black man. in
But
that
no,
verse.
but no, that's the thing. I don't
he doesn't represent black people as a whole. He does not.
But that also presents the assumption that the white guy was talking to a well-rounded black man. Like maybe he was talking to the stereotype,
And my point
which
is,
I thought
and
he
my point
was.
is- and my point is, you had a chance to. You had a chance to do this. You had a chance.
Are we baracking
you
this
had
man?
a chance to have, huh?
Are we baracking this man?
What do you mean by that?
So there's a contingent of people that thought that somehow Barack Obama was going to be MLK
That was their ignorance.
when
So no.
That
No.
got me.
I'm just asking.
No.
Okay.
Or maybe in a sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, cool. You had a chance. And so, granted, yes, okay, cool. But we're not
Maybe-
just Barack Obama. I guess that's the epitome of whoever you
Yeah.
can be, because that's the president of the United
Yeah.
States. But every time we walk outside of these four
Yeah.
walls, we are Barack Obama and something,
Yeah.
because we're one of the only races, or like as minorities, we represent our entire race. Whether we want to or not, whether we want to believe it or not, we represent our race. You know what I'm saying? White people, they don't have to. They represent themselves. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, they never have to utter the word, "Hey, don't judge me based off of my my skin." They don't do that. They don't have to. Why? Because they're the majority, and all that other stuff that comes with privilege. I don't know, because I'm not privileged. So yes, sure. For lack of a better term, yes, I am Barack Obama and you, because you had that platform, and you chose to just be like, oh, here's your version, here's my version. Oh, no
But no, that's what I'm
conclusion.
saying. That's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
We know that.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Is his version like? So that's what I'm saying. Like, are we making his version the version that we thought it should be, and not what he wanted it to be from his heart?
Well, we know what he wanted it to be.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't like the way that.
And that's
he
fine.
wanted
That's what
it
I'm
to be.
saying.
Maybe-
Okay, that's why we
maybe-
podcasted.
Maybe he's speaking from his perspective.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
Maybe he didn't come up
So-
well-rounded. I didn't.
so I hear what you're
didn't grow up
saying.
In the hood, I can't relate to what he relating to, but
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, and I hear what you're saying.
He's
And
saying I'm not racist, so it's not. This isn't the song. I don't like you.
it should have been I don't like you. Maybe that would have helped.
Okay.
Maybe that would have helped.
Okay.
Because I think with that, for me, I didn't take it as like because he's not speaking. I think all of us in this room have different experiences, like being in America. Other than the fact that you said, like, we walk outside, we're all black. We can't change that. But our experiences dealing with people over time, it's changed and it's been different. But I can see what he's saying from what I have seen stupid people think about people that may have grew up in the hood or may have chose to sell drugs to feed their family or so that they can be okay, because this job, like, I've been applying for these jobs and nobody wants to hire me. Like, I got able hands and able feet. Like, I just want to work.
I get all that.
However, for whatever reason, I feel like, man, if this is not working, I have access to this. I'm going to do this. Now, do I think that that's the plight of us all? No, I don't think anybody in here ever had to feel like they needed to sell drugs.
But that's what I'm saying. But here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think you get it.
Yeah, I get it.
But here's what I'm saying again. They know that's how they feel about us already. That we're already like that. That we don't work, that we do drugs, that we sell drugs, and that we look for the easy way out, and or whatever it may be, that we're ignorant, and that we call ourselves the N-word and all that stuff, and that we like fried chicken and watermelon and stuff
Everybody
like
loves
that.
fried
So
chicken.
everybody loves fried chicken.
bro.
Now, my point- So they already know that.
Yeah.
They already know, quote unquote, know that.
Yeah, in abroad.
Give me a different perspective. You're not white. At the end of the day, as you are a black man recording this, give them a different view. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Don't give me this hyperbolized view of a
Black person.
I'm afraid to even say that because that's not a black person in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know black people like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So like, it may just come from his.
Well, I do know black people that sell drugs and stuff. But like,
Yeah,
they're
we all do.
educated.
Bro, I do know some smart. Yeah. Anyway.
I do know some smart drug dealers.
Yeah. Like went to college.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's move on. We talking serious.
I don't know anybody.
Huh? What?
A lot. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I agree with the video as far as it coming from his perspective, and like if that's his story, I get it. But like you said, like
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
yeah, if that's his story, I get it. But like
If I was God
there's nuance to
and
that.
you were at the pearly gates, I would not say well done. I would not.
You can't say well done. I mean, pray for
Like
it.
depart from me. You never knew us.
We love all black people though.
We do.
I do.
I'm just saying.
We do.
Does what's his name? Jordy Lucas?
Joiner.
Why do I keep saying Jody?
I don't know. Black Tyrese.
That Tyrese. Tyrese Gibson.
Tyrese, middle name Tyrese.
Tyrese alias
Tyrese
Gibson.
Gibson.
All right, what's next? What we talking about?
Libya, bro.
So we know nothing about Libya. Continue. Inform us. I feel bad.
What do I know? I feel like I fell off the story, but long story short,
Dang, me and John was
there are a lot
counting
of.
on
If I'm wrong, correct me, but
Dang.
there are a lot of immigrants migrating into Libya. A lot of them not legally. So what's been happening is people have been like capturing them and like selling them to other people for slavery, like to work for like nothing, like $200, $400. Like
Wait, they getting paid?
no, they
No.
Not the slave.
Not the
Selling the
slave.
slaves.
Let us pray.
We prayed already.
He's like, they getting paid? Why
Joshua
they
can't
complaining?
agree. Like, wait, hold on. This changes the narrative.
This is gonna be a short topic.
It is. I told you I'm uninformed. It's not. Oh, Victoria got something to say.
Yeah. So basically, that's what's been happening in Libya, and like, it's like a problem.
Yes, it is.
Like it's like legit. People are being like held at gunpoint, and like
And taken into
being
captivity.
sold to people, bro.
And who? Now I asked John this in the car. Who's doing the capturing and the selling
You
and
know
the
what?
buying?
I don't know.
That's the real question,
Come on.
actually.
Y'all know journalists.
So,
be on it,
no.
man.
Wait,
No, but
people are
that's-
taking
They
photos.
live for this
Yes,
kind of stuff.
they're taking. It's like, I think a big question a lot of people have had around this is, all these pictures are coming out, and it's like, who's capturing this? Like, this has been going on for a
So
minute.
the same people that capture the war photos and capture like they're
But I feel like we know about the war. Like, I feel like this has been going on for a minute. The question is, like, why are these pictures? Like, you as a photojournalist, you've been over there.
So part of what I heard, from what I understand, is that CNN went to it and sent a team over there. So that's like a big reason why. Yes, Google it because I'm probably
Did they
wrong and
just
I
get
could
over
be
there?
wrong.
Oh yeah, and that's when
not
Trump tweeted, Lord Jesus.
Let us know.
He tweeted and he was like, they sent the we watched it yesterday. Trump
Oh,
sent
yeah, he did tweet
Trump
about
sent
that.
a team of, he was like, CNN is fake news.
This in fake news.
Ain't no slaves over there or something like that.
Yeah, so because he, what did he do? So because he tweeted something about
And he was
CNN
like,
being, so this is what happened. CNN sort of broke the news about it. And because he had been saying for so long that CNN is fake news, there are world leaders and people that are not taking it seriously because of what he's been saying. So that is what
So
happened.
you believe
So we're
Trump
listening to Trump
over CNN?
He's the president of the United
he's
States.
not my president, let's
somebody,
be clear.
somebody voted him in. Somebody voted him
The
in.
people who are not racist voted him.
Real
Right.
Real rap. Like people be saying that they not Republicans, but be Republicans. Yeah,
But
go ahead.
continue.
What else?
But yeah, so I mean,
Cause all I see is like Libya all over my feed and all over the place, but I'm like, y'all give me some.
they killed Gaddafi, so he was a terrorist.
Wait,
Yes.
TIP. He's yeah.
Clifton Harris?
Yeah, Calvin.
Calvin?
Calvin.
No, Clifton.
Yeah,
Clifford.
Clifford.
Clifford. The third.
The big red dog.
Yeah. Yeah, he said something like, y'all wanted Gaddafi out of here, but as soon as
Yeah,
I
so
got
they
him
got
out,
they got Gaddafi out. Well, I don't know if they killed Gaddafi in the streets basically. So he had been sort of like in dictatorship in the country, but not really. He's like one of those things where it's like democratic, but we not democratic because I run stuff.
right.
Kind of like Mugabe.
That's not why they killed him.
But
So you're a
They
democratic country operating as a communist company?
basically
Countries?
yeah, there's a dictatorship. So he was for like probably decades. And I don't know what happened. I think it was in between like Afghanistan and like after 9/11 and all the wars they had between Iraq and Afghanistan. I think Libya was in civil unrest, and America wanted Gaddafi out because they were like, bro, no. So
Why they killed him?
why they kill him? For oil money? For oil money?
So he was proposing using a new currency,
It's a YouTube video.
huh?
These YouTube videos.
You Google it, man. He was proposing using a new currency that would pretty much not or rival the good old American dollar. So they were planning to trade the oil in the new currency.
I don't. Okay.
Google it. Google it.
But I think Libya might. This is like deep tracks, but like I think Libya might also be one of the only countries in the world that might not have World Bank controlled by the Rothschild family.
Yeah, I don't know about that bank stuff.
Yeah, but anyway, he went in hiding. Like they semi-invaded the country. He went into hiding.
Whenever America is semi-invaded anything,
I don't know.
I'm trying to be nice.
And
Where they
And
selling them to?
he went into hiding. Just people, bro. I don't even
What
know.
do you call that? What do you
funny,
call
bro.
that? Journalism. There's a word for what I just did. Where they selling them, man?
Investigative journalism.
No, like it's like real, like bombarding. It's like real, like. I forget
But
the
yeah,
word.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna look it up.
They found him. I think they hung him. They like drug him through the street when they found him and hung him.
I remember that.
Yeah. So that's Libya.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really not sure what's come of Libya since then, because I feel like after he died, like people stopped paying attention to Libya.
Mm.
Well,
So-
you had two
well,
forces trying to
after-
control the land, though. Like, that's how this all came about. Like, you have, word is, it was like an ISIS franchise versus local militias trying to like control like one vast territory because there's no leader. So like it's anarchy essentially, honestly. And so you have people fighting over all this land and trying to make their own rules. And they're taking advantage of people who are trying to flee from their homelands and migrate into Europe.
This is true.
And it's chaos. Like, that's it. Well, not that's it, but
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. Well, I need to pay attention to what's going on there more, like, because what else has flooded the news waves?
Too many things.
Too many other things, like things that like are not that important. But you know, America,
Right.
America. So yeah, pray for Libya, man. Pray for your neighbors too.
Pray for your neighbors.
Yeah, do that.
Wait, where are they selling these people to?
Bro, I don't
Did you
know.
have an answer to that?
That's
Just
actually
people.
undetermined. I don't
Whoever's
know.
It's
buying-
undetermined.
Whoever's
I don't
buying
know
them.
either.
White
Well,
people.
I guess if you think about it, like,
So like,
if you're
it's similar to
a
like,
country, like you need. This is
They're
my
running.
assumption.
yeah, they're not just like, oh, we're gonna move to Libya.
Yeah, they're trying to get out of.
They're
Libya.
getting out of like, I think like the Congo, like, they're in Africa, like they're neighboring countries that they're trying to get out of, to get into Europe, to work.
And this is the wrong climate for something like this to happen in. Like, you know, like America is known for caring for other. Shoot, never mind. Let me be quiet. America has never been known for helping Africa. Let me be quiet. So let's just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, y'all help countries. Y'all not helping this whole
Y'all
continent.
help themselves.
Yeah.
Let me be quiet. Okay, sports.
Speaking of
Yeah, speaking of Libya,
speaking
Sport.
of African countries and America needing help from them,
look at you. I'm ready. Ready now.
I wasn't ready.
Joel
Not
Embiid.
ready to talk about Libya. Not ready to talk about racial issues in America.
Hey, what's the name of this podcast again? Hey, look, FYI for those listening,
So
Give
yeah,
me the mic,
this-
Victoria. I'm ready
this-
to talk about
this explains myself in the group
this
chat.
is John in
Now
our
we
group
go.
chat.
Don't talk about
John
that
don't talk
before.
nothing. He don't
We'll
like
have a
nothing.
full on conversation, and John send a link and be like, look at Russell Westbrook being stupid, and then like go dark for like a day or two.
Word is mine.
Nah, for real, truth. Word is,
All right, John, what's going on in sports world? Yo, I hadn't heard from John in like weeks, right? And I was like, so how about them Yankees? Like, just throw out something. Are you alive? Are you breathing?
Y'all know I'm breathing. I like some of y'all comments sometimes. Man.
He'll like something down there.
Yeah, I might put a ha on there. Or something. That's about it. Oh, all right. So start us off. Want to talk about our boy LeVar Ball. Yeah. So in less than 24 hours, he had 2 stories come up today. So he had the first one was that the Lakers. So they made a rule. Supposedly it was already a rule, but it's preventing the media from interviewing family or friends after the game. And then so of course the news media is calling it the LeVar Ball rule. And then you have him today pulling LiAngelo. That's the one that stole stuff in China, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, LiAngelo. So
Jello.
So yeah, Jello. So his father is taking him out of school because the school suspended him for, of course, the shoplifting. So he's supposed to be suspended for like 2 months. And so his dad said that it's uncalled for. And so he's pulling him out because he think he can get him to the league by himself.
LeVar is the most reckless good father I've ever seen. Like, he's a good dad, but he's so reckless. Like
he believe in his kids. Great.
Like,
the
he
way he
supports
goes
them.
about it,
He's
not
so
so
reckless.
great.
it's why you're suspending my child for stealing in China on a school trip with the basketball team. I'm pulling them out of school. I'm gonna get him to the league. That boy going straight to the G League.
This is LeVar Ball. This is his attitude. So I'm gonna marry me a fly, honey. And I'm gonna have me some kids. And ain't nobody gonna tell me how to raise my kids.
No, word is mine. That's what he
That's
said.
LeVar, man.
That's what he said, though. He said when he saw his
He
wife.
had it in his mind how he was gonna raise his kids, and nobody was gonna tell him.
Right, he
otherwise.
said his wife was tall, she was fine, so he was like, "Oh, I'm about to bag her."
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. He was like, and we gonna have
some
athletic
tall kids, some athletic kids, and we're gonna be in the league. And that was his mindset.
Yeah, he believes in speaking things into existence, like to like the nth degree.
Yes.
He was like, I told y'all my son was gonna be drafted number 2 on the Lakers, and look what happened.
They gonna get that ball, and they gonna get
Then
that
they
ball.
gonna get that ball.
But like, so he has for his children, he has like delusions of grandeur, like because all right, so Lonzo, yeah, he's a decent guard right now.
This is John talking as a Laker fan.
Yeah, this is definitely
This is
talking as a
true.
Laker fan, and I admit that Kyle Kuzma is much better than Lonzo
Much
is.
better.
So Lonzo's not even the best rookie on his team, but that's neither here or there.
Not in the
But
league.
his father, LeVar, thinking that LiAngelo is going to make it to the league at 6'5", I think he like 230 or something like that. Like he's kind of trash, bro.
He's
Like
chunky.
like bro, like LiAngelo is one of those cats that has to stay in the league 4 years to develop, and then maybe he'll stay in college and play, and then maybe he'll make it eventually to the league. But he'll be one of those ones that doesn't get drafted. He tries to make it in the G League, and he just fades out. Like that's his career.
I mean, he'll go overseas. Something.
Nah, his dad ain't gonna have him going overseas, bro.
I mean, my dad not gonna have me going overseas.
Hey,
I mean,
man,
cause he
your
can't.
dad had you going number 2 in the draft.
Where he ain't gonna play in China. That's for sure now.
Your dad had you getting overlooked by other people because of
In
his mouth.
Australia, he got Europe.
Your dad had himself not being allowed to be talked to in the Staples Center because of the stuff that he was saying. He was, I don't like the way he coaching my son.
Right.
It's like,
And
bruh,
then last week he said that,
Saint
and then he was
Biddy
critiquing
basketball.
after the game, talking about so if Julius Randle had passed the ball out to his son, then he could have made like the game winning shot against the Warriors or whatever. Like, bro, have you seen your son's shooting percentage? I don't think he would have made a
Shot like
layup, bro.
3 air balls
If he was
in the
wide
game.
open, huh?
Oh, was that Steph Curry?
I'm going to say, I still think Lonzo, first of all, he's a rookie, man.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
it's
fine.
just too
I
much
think he'll be
pressure or
better
attention
than
on.
I think he'll be better than
Like
him.
they're really critiquing every single game.
Yeah, you're not doing that to any other rookie.
Right. If his dad-
but
if his
again,
dad wasn't his
that's
dad-
his dad's fault.
It would have been like, oh, Lonzo, he's gonna get better. He'll be fine.
Like,
Chuck him.
he,
Like,
but because as a rookie,
Kenny.
he's doing great. Honestly, if we were like really looking at it from a rookie
And he only played
standpoint,
1 year in college.
he's doing great.
One and done.
That's real. He only did 1 year in college.
it's
The
like-
man is flirting with a
He's
triple double almost every
he's
night.
basically a high school player, if we're honest.
He's almost flirting with a triple double every night.
He just paying for the sins of his
I
father.
give he's paying the sins of the father, man.
That's gonna be his 30-30.
The sins of the father.
30 for 30.
30 for 30.
Oh, yeah, they're for sure 30 for 30.
They're on
Like-
Facebook Watch right now.
Well, they in season 2 already,
They're in
right?
season 2. Season 1 ended 2 weeks ago. I was like, y'all, I don't think y'all got this television thing down, Daddy. Y'all ain't give us no break. Y'all just okay. I'm not mad. I watched it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
What's next? What else we talking about? Sports?
I didn't know if you wanted to talk about your squad, your Giants.
The Giants one sending Eli, and 2 firing
Bob McAdoo.
Bob McAdoo.
His name is Ben.
Is it Ben? I thought
He
it was
like
Bob.
Bob. He's gonna be Bob.
He's
He'll
gonna
be
be Bob.
Bob.
He's Bob's
He's
name.
Bob. He's Bob.
He said they twin infinity, so his name is Bob.
He is to it. They are to an infinity. Eli cried. So okay, so here's the deal.
They not even playing, and they still losing
Here's the deal. I don't care about the Giants this year.
That's hard. That's hard to hear from you.
Why?
I don't know. You support.
You a Giants
support
fan.
them,
I am
man.
a Giants fan, but I'm not a fan of losing. I don't like that. I don't watch that. I saw my dad during Thanksgiving. He was like, "This is the most football I watched all year," and they 11 games in. This is the most football I watched.
Are they
all
2-9 now?
No, they 2
They 2 and 10,
Two
I
in
think.
infinity. Like I said, it don't matter. They're not going in. So let's back up. So Eli, he lost his starting position, and he was crying.
Bro, he was headed
First
for
of
the
all,
was
bro.
headed for the record, bro, that Brett Favre had with most consecutive starts, bro. And they sat
He
him
just got
down.
surpassed last week from the number 7 spot of like most touchdowns ever. Like, so y'all don't tell me Eli is not elite. He just got a garbage offensive line, and his team is just
Not a
trash.
garbage team.
But also, Eli, here's my thing. If you listening, I like it.
I don't know if I call
love
that
it.
man elite.
You can't spell elite without Eli.
Man, listen,
You can't.
that's just by accident.
Just by accident.
That's just by accident.
You don't think his father was like a
his-
LeVar Ball before anybody?
Nah, his
He's
dad-
the epitome
Bro,
of the
first
LeVar
of
Ball.
all,
If his dad was
he
thinking about
did
that-
that.
He's who LeVar aspires
Didn't
to
he
be.
do that
If
for
his dad
Eli in
was
the
re-
draft? He was like, "Who's gonna take him?"
the Chargers.
And he was like,
Nah.
"No, y'all not taking my son. My son's gonna play for the Giants." Went to the Giants, got 2 rings.
Yeah, his father did do that.
So,
Yeah, Eli's 37 years old. How much longer do you think you could start at that position? Playing the way that we've been playing.
but is that his fault? though?
Only passing to Odell. Don't know how to pass to nobody else. I'm like, Dad, you act like you didn't win 2 rings without Odell.
Dude.
I'm
Crazy
sorry.
game,
I'm sorry you crying and all of that stuff, but come on, bro. We 2-10. Are you serious?
But
But here's
my
and they
thing.
probably the
My
GM
thing.
probably was like, oh no,
Why
you didn't
now?
sit down. I bet Eli starting next game.
why
I
yeah.
bet Eli
now?
starting
He is.
next
They already
game.
put- they already
Why
put that
not?
up.
Why he got fired?
They already put it up.
Y'all
That he started
2
this
and
game.
10.
He did.
Yeah, they already put it up. They put it up today.
You
Eli-
don't sit down, Eli. You don't sit him down. We'll sit you,
But
down.
why
before we
now,
sit
man?
down.
You 2 and 10. Finish the season, bro. Give
No,
him that.
I'm
Well, y'all
37.
not going in the playoffs with 2 and 10.
I'm 37. Let me rest. Well, he don't want to
Did he
rest.
know he wanna
not
rest?
thinking like that. He not thinking like that.
That was a kindergarten
I ain't
cry,
get
bro.
The record. I ain't get the record
Somebody
for
stole
the
his
most
crayons.
consecutive games played. Oh, man. That's the one thing that I would have over Peyton. So, bye, Ben
It
McAdoo.
might be. Dang.
Huh?
It might be the one thing.
So he stopped calling the plays because he's the offensive coordinator. Ben, he stopped calling the plays. The moment he stopped calling the plays, we won a game. It was like, all right, what else?
All right, so staying in the NFL, and we could talk more, I guess, social issues. So I think it was either last week or the week before, NFL, they agreed to pay. I think it was a little under 100 mil. It was like
89
mil.
million over
Yeah.
the next what? 6 years
for
Yeah,
CT.
to organizations that are contributing to social injustice.
to stop these dudes from kneeling and doing
It's
that.
not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. That's not what we wanted.
That's nothing, bro.
That's not what
nothing.
kneeling was for.
That's nothing. Even if it was for that, Roger Goodell is asking for a $50 million raise. You're fine. That's not enough.
I think he just took it. Didn't he just take it?
No,
I think
they
they
gotta
already
vote for
agreed
that.
to it. Did
Yeah,
they already
he got
agree
it.
to it? I think they already agreed
What
to
is he
it.
doing? He's not doing nothing for the league.
He getting booed every time he come out on somebody's field.
He don't care.
He don't care. He was like $50 million. $50 million.
He like
Y'all can boo
he
me.
feeding off the madness.
So what was it? It was 50 mil. He
It was
wanted his
50
own jet.
mil,
He wanted his
health
private
insurance.
jet and lifetime health insurance. I
Yeah,
think it
lifetime
was.
health insurance.
Why do we know this man's contract?
ESPN, bro. Nothing's safe. Nothing is safe, bro.
But here's my thing. That's what they do. That's what they do out here. They were like, oh, let's give them something to like to
It's
not
hush money.
think. Yeah, it's hush
It
money.
is hush money.
Let's give you something to not think about. And that's why, like, if somebody brought up the argument because they were trying to give Colin Kaepernick a job, and he was like, yo, he was like, I'll be quiet, but I still stand for what I stood for, or what I knelt for, and all of that stuff. It's like, bro, if you take a job now, you a clown.
Mhm.
You a clown, bro. You was like, I'm not gonna kneel anymore. You weren't. They changed the narrative from that thing. They changed it from I'm kneeling because of what this country should stand for. I'm kneeling because I don't believe in what is being communicated. I don't believe that's being put into action in our society. That's why I'm kneeling. What do? Oh, you better stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. This country is the greatest
soldiers
country.
that
Listen,
done
I'm
died.
saying this country isn't holding up to its job. It's not holding up to these truths that you hold to be self-evident.
I mean, but it wasn't
Changing the
for-
narrative. So here you are giving us $89 million.
89 million, bro.
No, keep that in-house. And for all these people that you saying that you're going to suspend for doing that type of stuff, give us that money for the people
Nah, if
who
you were
need.
talking about, we're gonna go give $89 million a year because you can afford it. If we can afford to give him a $50 million raise that he does not need, because I think his collective salary is like high. I think they did just a poll on it, and he has, I think he's maybe third or fourth highest paid person in sports.
Who is?
Roger Goodell. In sports, period.
In football too, which is like the lowest.
In sports, bro. They measured NBA, everybody. Like, so, like, you don't need any more money to do. But what are you doing, bro? You're not doing nothing.
Nobody's asking for money. We asking for justice. So it's like but again, it's that systemic type of issue. Here's what we gonna do, because for black people, not saying every black person in the world, but a lot of racial injustice comes from like social status and stuff like that as well. So you flash some money at people who ain't never had it. I mean, it's like, okay, like let me be quiet for this. Let me be quiet for my family. Which is why it was crazy when Des Bryant, he was like, I gotta support my family and stuff, so I'm not gonna kneel and this, that, and the third. So like that's why it's a protest. It's like these people that are like, I'm going to sacrifice this because for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? So you like, I gotta hold this to be more important than if I get my kid, if I get my daughter a new Porsche this week or whatever.
Yeah,
you know
which
what I'm
is
saying?
not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then crazy staying on that topic too is like, so ESPN was watching First Take last week, and they were talking about because you know Trump is on like a whole thing talking about the NFL and how they should ban players if they or suspend players if they kneel and all that. And so they did like a poll, and ESPN talked about it, where it was like 70% of people who took this poll were saying that they want like Trump to just stop like in talking about the NFL and just talk about stuff that actually matters.
I don't understand, like, how does he have so much time? So here's my theory.
I knew he was gonna come up at some
Here's
point.
my theory. I think that Trump tweets when he's in the bathroom.
It's like
so that's quite often.
That, so yeah, that guy.
So he just sitting in that mud here, bro.
I'm taking a grumpy. Leave me alone.
Grumpy.
I'm taking a grumpy.
A grumpy, bro.
Grumpy.
I believe he tweets when he's in the bathroom because I don't think he has any other time to actively be on his phone when people aren't in front of him talking to him, or he's supposed to be working on something.
Like, damn, go to the bathroom.
So I believe.
Hey, give us your phone, man.
I believe he tweets when he's in the bathroom. And for the life of me, I do not understand why they don't deactivate Twitter, like just block it from getting on his phone.
Didn't somebody do that?
Yeah, somebody on
Somebody from Twitter on their last day
of
of work deactivated his account. He lied.
It wasn't no accident. How you deactivate somebody's joint by accident?
You know how many steps you gotta go through to click deactivate
Yes.
and confirm that you really want to do this?
Tripped over this and over this, over the settings, tripped over the deauthorize button, tripped over. Oh man,
It was a hard fall.
shoot! You tripped the president of the United States Twitter by accident.
Yeah, so
Twitter's not going to deactivate Trump because Twitter also doesn't deactivate a whole bunch of people who exist on Twitter.
well, Twitter
who
low
need
key
to
doesn't have
be
any money right now.
Deactivated.
So they not going to deactivate him because no,
Twitter doesn't even follow their own guidelines. Like,
Yeah.
I see my personal friends have so much slander in their mentions from like blatant racists and like skinheads.
Right.
And
But
they'll
you gotta report him.
Twitter.
Ain't nobody reporting Trump. Y'all report Trump, man.
We report Trump every day.
So the crazy thing
Y'all
about
need to go on a
those,
reporting,
And then Twitter's
reporting
like,
spree.
we're sorry. This is not.
even those
we
reports,
cannot
right?
Deactivate this.
People like
This is not violating.
individually sit
Yeah,
down
they
and go
do.
through them. They're not gonna deactivate him because once you report somebody, like an actual person does the work.
To
look at it.
It's okay. It's okay. Like here's the issue though. He's not saying anything that a regular person wouldn't say or couldn't say. It's the fact because it's not like overtly
But
racist.
you're not a regular person.
Yeah,
anymore.
like you're not.
It's
We
done.
mad because it's the president saying this crazy stuff.
Like, that ship is sailed, bro.
Just got y'all keep reporting Trump, man. See what
It
happens.
doesn't matter. So what's gonna happen, right? So like when you report somebody, it goes to whoever Twitter or Facebook's office, and an actual person has to review it, like a person. So once they see it's him, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's Donald.
It's Donald. It's Donald.
It's fine."
It's not fun, Donald. Huh?
So wait, how did we end up on Trump?
How did we ever? That's
Oh,
the question
talking
of
about
the
the
year.
tweets.
That's the
Talking
question
about
of the year.
tweets
Yeah.
from- everything goes back to Donald Trump, though.
Yes, it does at this point.
But we were talking about the tweets that he sent out.
Here's your
regarding the NFL.
chance to segue into these sexual allegations.
Oh, speaking
We
about
can go
allegations.
Yeah,
ahead.
speaking of Mr. Grab him.
Sexual relations
Speak-
with that woman.
Yeah, speaking of Mr. Grab him by the.
Hand, grab them by the hands, and lead them. Well.
President.
So it's been like, bro, it's everybody, bro. Russell Simmons, Harvey Weinstein.
So the first-
is it Harvey
Harvey
Weinstein?
Weinstein. David. No.
Terry Crews came
no,
out
Matt
and said he got
Lauer.
assaulted.
Matt Lauer.
Kevin
Kevin Spacey. Let me talk about Kevin.
Louis
real quick.
C.K.
Kevin.
Let me talk about Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin, if you listening. Kevin, if you listening, bro. I love your tactic, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I love how you first of all, it's crazy because you said I don't remember. Whoa. That means
I don't
this was
remember.
not the first time that you done something like this.
But by the
he's like,
way-
I don't remember doing that. And if I did, I am so sorry. That's not what you say to something like that. This ain't like you forgot to pick somebody up.
Oh, he hit him with the I.
He said, "Oh, did I? Did I forget? Yo, my bad. If I know I was supposed to pick you up today. If I was, I'm so sorry. This is not that. This is not that, Kevin. This is not that. Let me finish. Let me finish. You don't say things like that, and then go like, oh yeah, but in more important news, look, it's an opportune time. I just want to let y'all know that I'm gay. It don't work like that, Kevin. You can't sexually assault somebody and everybody know about it, and they be like, yeah, but the more important thing is I'm gay though.
Y'all didn't know.
Focus on that. I'm gay, okay? Don't worry about him, okay? He was a catalyst to let y'all know that I'm out now. It was like,
Smart.
first of all, Kevin, we knew you was gay. I knew you was gay when I watched 21.
21.
21 with the car.
Vegas
the car
cars,
again. I knew you was gay then, Kevin. So we know.
So they
We
they
just didn't
stopped-
know that you was child molester.
They cut him from House of Cards.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Trying to say you felt like they were about to be cut from that anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, who else?
Everybody.
Yeah, man. Everybody just go in your house, man. Lock your doors, bro.
Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Yeah, man.
Dang.
Don't come out here in these streets, man. Shoot.
I was gonna say so.
Just wait till this stuff comes out, bro. Like, just don't do no more extra stuff. Cause man, these people, man. I'm not. So here's my issue. Not even issue. Here's what I would like to happen. For women to I don't know how we can empower women more to like not be afraid to come out and say this stuff sooner. I mean, go ahead. I said I don't know. I didn't say anything incriminating. I just said
No, you
I don't know
didn't.
how.
Sorry. I
Okay,
just
go
have
ahead.
many
And this
thoughts
is
on
why
this.
Victoria,
As a woman.
amen.
So I would like to start this by saying that the other day I was with someone and they said, I'm tired of hearing about all these allegations. And this was a man saying this. And I was
I'm
like-
tired of hearing about it.
And I cocked my head.
Bro,
I said,
I don't know. I don't know if you know,
I said, oh.
Just keep it to yourself. I'm tired of hearing about it.
but we don't have a good
said,
rap from the
"You're
beginning of
tired."
time.
I was like, you're tired of hearing it. I was like, I personally am tired of living it every day. I was like, I can't leave my house. Like, the only time I don't get sexually harassed, some way, shape, or form, is when I stay in my house from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep that night. There is no time when I exit. I can literally just be walking to my car, and it is a daily thing. And so when it comes to the whole like women feeling empowered, like we don't for me personally, I'm not speaking for all women, but I don't really think it's about us being empowered. I think it's about men learning how to act right. Like raise your sons to know how to respect a woman.
Right.
Raise your sons to know that you should not grab a woman's wrist. You should not touch a woman when she did not ask to be touched. You should not if a woman doesn't want to talk to you on the street, leave her alone. Don't call her out of her name.
I never understood the grabbing the woman by the wrist on the street thing. That's always
I
been.
don't either, but it still happens.
I don't know you to touch you.
Yeah, like that's just.
But it
yeah.
happens though. Like that's the thing. Like I'll be out.
We watch too many Chris Brown videos.
That's
There's too many R&B videos
Wait,
with
what?
dudes just grabbing these dancers up.
See, but what happens is
and they smiling and stuff. Yeah,
they dance while they're doing it.
Hey,
so
blue
it's kinda
shirt.
poetic.
yeah. Too many
If I crump- if I-
Omarion touch videos.
If I crump over to you and grab your hand,
That's real.
you're like, oh, do I gotta dance too?
No, she probably
No,
just
that's
look at you
just
crazy
weird
and
as
continue to
hell.
walk away. My issue is, I hear what you're saying. What I'm saying, because as much as people should be taught to do the right thing, sad to say, it's not going to. I mean, I pray that it stops happening altogether, and there's no easy way to say this. Granted, it will continue to happen. When it does, when I say empowered, I mean like, you know, how do we as a society like just enable women to say, hey, like real fast, like not even like I'm afraid that this is going to happen to me if I say anything about this and that. I don't care how high and power this guy is, that like something will be done about it. I mean, for me to be able to, you know, to come out about it so I don't look like I'm just trying to put
Crazy,
out some
yeah.
disparaging message later on. Like, you know.
But the thing with that is just like when a woman, there needs to be accountability. Like
It does.
If
We agree.
like if you're friends with a guy who's trash, you need to say something.
But
to
what
that
if we
guy.
don't always know? I
Yes,
don't
you
always
do.
know if they trash.
No,
You
you
know.
don't.
I
No,
personally don't.
No,
No, you-
no, I promise you. I promise
I
you.
hate
don't
saying
always
this,
know.
but there is always like just bring it up in conversation.
Okay.
When you're like, I feel like guys swap stories, and I'm not saying that y'all always know what you've done is incorrect or like not appropriate, but it's like y'all, it's like be accountable for each other. Just like women, like we're accountable for us. Like when y'all are having these like guy power, I was like, I don't know what y'all talk about, but if you hear something like you like, you probably shouldn't do that.
Nah, that's real.
You probably
I definitely have a friend where I'm like, hey,
I don't know
so
if
I was
you
on
know.
Tinder the other day, and yo, Tinder is a great way to. I'm like, hey man, you plan on dating any of these girls? Nah, this is just for that. I don't think Tinder is meant for that. I did have that conversation with him over the summer.
Yeah, I think.
Shout out to you. You know who you are.
Swipe right.
You know who you are.
No,
Stop
I
doing-
don't.
stop
I
what you
don't.
doing.
I mean, I think part of that is to.
Nah, that's real, Victoria.
Yeah, like I can't imagine like not being able to like peacefully just like I'm just gonna walk in and get some food, bro. Like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah, I don't envy women, bro. Like, cause that, yeah.
Like, why are you talking to me?
Cause I know if I was a woman, I'd be a fine woman. bro. So, I
Would
just
you
don't-
know? Like that's the thing. I feel like
All right,
it's easy
Caitlin.
to say that.
It is,
I
'cause
feel
I-
like you're still
I'm
coming from
going-
a male perspective. You're like, I'm gonna pop off, but it's like actually popping off.
No, I'm not saying nothing about popping off. You missing what I'm saying? I'm
He
just.
said if he was a woman, he was gonna be cute.
That's all I'm saying. Not fine.
I
Like,
thought you said foul, and I was like, I thought you meant like foul.
no,
mouth. Never mind.
no.
Fine.
All right,
Okay.
so that was a little sidebar.
Sorry.
But what I'm saying is, I can't imagine being a woman, and like how hard it is to be one. You know what I mean? Like being like it's true. Like women, like this is a man's world. You know what I'm saying? And it's easily believable to just say, oh, you lying, keep going on with your day. And this is all a part of being a woman, or you asked for this, or you shouldn't have been looking so fine, I would have never, you know what I mean? And
It's like I can't help how God made me. I
It's
need you
real,
to
like-
control yourself,
I mean,
though.
That's what
part of
girl
that
me
too
would say.
is like I don't understand. I don't understand why. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, Jesus.
That's what girl me was
Tired
saying.
of you.
No.
Just off the show.
Girl me agrees with you. Like, wholeheartedly. So does
No,
ma-
I don't,
so
I
does
don't
male
understand,
me.
like, I don't know. Like, it's not that hard to talk to. It's not that hard to talk to women, like, respectfully. Just be like, have like a normal conversation. And like, if she's not feeling you, she don't like you, cool.
Right.
Like, all right, have a good day.
Yeah, but you were taught that. But like,
I mean, yeah.
you were taught that. Like, I feel like a lot of guys are not taught that. Like, for them, they take it like, don't personalize things that aren't personal. If I'm standing here and having a good time by myself and I don't want to talk to you, take that and don't think I'm saying, like, I promise you, I think when a girl says no to a guy, he hears, you're trash, you ugly, you ain't got no money.
It's
like,
esteem. It's
Because-
self-esteem.
Do you not think that?
listen, that is not always the case.
Man, listen.
First of all, what y'all
After
not
that-
gonna hear
after
is
that-
Not cute.
After that, she finna hop
You
on the
look
phone,
dusty.
hop in that group chat, and talk trash.
It'd be like,
Right.
oh my God.
can't
Y'all want to
Yeah, once
believe
I
what
leave-
just happened.
Once I leave that
Daquan
group,
tried to
you're
talk
like,
to
oh my
me.
God,
Oh
can you
my
believe that thing tried to talk to me?
Okay, I am not confirming or denying.
Male me wouldn't even try to talk to me.
But my point still is, if a woman says no to you, you
Oh.
just need to walk. Like, but guys don't do. Y'all, I kid you not. Can I tell a quick story?
Tell your story.
Fire. Okay, I was out one night with some friends.
Please use the mic.
Huh?
Please use the mic.
I'm using. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I talking this way? Okay.
Yeah, get that solo acoustic mic. Like,
So I was out with a group of friends one night, and this guy approached. I was not that interested.
He approached.
So, and honestly, first thought he was talking to me, and I already knew I wasn't interested.
Wait. Explain the approach
Was he-
and
walked
explain
up.
his appearance.
Why do I have to explain
Yep.
that?
Explain his appearance,
Yep.
please.
I don't know what he looked like, honestly.
Oh, you see the face though that she made? I don't know what his
I
ugly
don't know
ass
what he
look
looked
like. Look at the
was
Stop taking away from my story.
okay.
First of all,
Okay,
that's
here's
not
a
the point.
question.
That's not the
How
point.
baggy was his clothes?
No, he was actually in a very nice outfit.
Okay.
Okay.
Like completely honest. Like he was in a very
He
he
was
was
put
very
together.
well dressed. He was put together. I just wasn't in the mood to talk to anybody. Like I was there with my friends.
Okay.
That's not what
That's
I was
fine.
coming for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm glad you realized that fine. He didn't think it was fine. So I'm talking. He's like,
why you come to the club if
he's like,
conversate?
But that's the
annoying.
thought. That's the thought
That's the thought
process.
process. It is.
sad.
Because I too have had that asked of me. Why are you here if
Why you here? Looking all good.
You ain't trying to.
Like here's the thing, guys. Here's we gonna let Victoria finish her story. Here's the deal. Women do not. Number one, you
don't
talk about
dress
a
for
woman's
you.
appearance. Yeah, women do not dress for
We don't.
guys. They dress for themselves, and they dress for other women to say that they look cute. They do not dress for dudes at all. Proceed.
So yeah, at some point he asked the question. He was like, "Oh, do you like sushi?"
That's the first question.
No, it was in the midst of the conversation.
Oh, so you gave him the time of day.
Okay, but mind you, why did I give him the time of day?
I'm not saying- I'm not saying
no,
this.
No, I
I'm
know, but I'm saying like the reason that even knowing from jump I was not in the mood to engage with anyone that night, I engaged him in conversation to be polite, to not irritate, in an effort to like not cause anything to escalate.
See, but then he thought you was feeling him.
No, I'm just a nice person. I'm so. Why can I also
No,
not be
that's what I'm saying.
social
I'm saying
without-
because you're nice, he's not smart enough to know.
That's not my problem.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we're not saying it's
No,
your
it's
problem.
not
No,
your fault
I
at
know,
all.
but I'm saying for everybody out there, because what I don't need is for some dude to listen and be like, yeah, man, that's exactly what. And I'm like, no, shut up, you stupid. It's not correct logic. Just stop. Continue, go.
No, that's fine. I understand. It's sad, but I understand that. I understand the dude not being smart enough to know.
And so he asked if I like sushi, and I said, well, yeah, I do. I'm being honest. He said,
No,
would
you
you like to
shouldn't,
get
though.
sushi
They
one
need
day?
to
And
cook
I
it.
said,
He
oh.
baited you.
I was like,
did.
you know what?
No pun intended.
like I was
He
like, I
baited you.
think I'm okay. I appreciate you asking, though.
But you said you
This
like sushi.
quickly escalated into him cornering me
Mm-mm.
for a solid 5 minutes.
How does one corner
I'm
someone?
not, y'all, because I was standing near the bar and
Okay.
there was a wall. Like, it was the left end of the bar. So there's a wall that runs this way and then the bar runs this way. And I'm standing there talking to him. He stepped towards me. I stepped back.
Oh,
At
no.
that point, I'm cornered. And I kid you not, for
Nah,
the
we
next
need 2
5
feet.
minutes, he was like yelling at me, being like, why don't you want to go out on a date with me? I just asked you if you like sushi. You said you like sushi. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, whoa. I don't
Security.
You know
know
what?
what's
You know what?
happening.
And he's been schooled by the wrong person because some dude told him, bro, ask if she likes sushi. 'Cause all these women love sushi.
All women like sushi.
It's fancy.
Bro,
It's
it's spell proof,
It's
bro.
fancy.
Yeah,
Take
we-
you to Rooster.
exactly. Talk about here's the 150 California roll special.
Get you
Take you to Roosters on a Sunday.
So he's berating me basically for 5 minutes. Eventually, he steps back and I slip past him and go back with my friends. Mind you, do I know where my friends were
What
at this
kind of
time?
friends
No,
do
I
you
do not.
have?
I am not friends with them
Oh.
anymore. Let's be clear.
That's real.
There we go.
And like about 5 minutes later, he comes up again to the group with another friend.
He brought
Reinforcements.
He brought reinforcements.
His friend taps me on my shoulder and says, why won't you go out with my man?
Cause this is gonna make me want to do it now. I'm definitely gonna want to go out on a date with you now.
And I was like, but your friend just cornered me for 5 minutes yelling at me about how I didn't want to go on a date with him. And now you bring reinforcement to try to like help your case. I was like, no, this is not how it works. I was like, I just don't want to go out with him. Like, and I have that right. Like, I'm not interested.
You
like,
shouldn't
leave me
have to
alone.
explain yourself.
I shouldn't, but you have to. Because
No,
if
no, you don't have to.
Yes. Because
You
I'm made to feel like I have to. Let
should.
me
No,
put
no,
it that
no.
way.
No.
No, because
And,
if I
here's the
don't-
thing, right? Here's the thing, right? If he had played it cool and been like, all right, that's cool. You have a good night. Enjoy your
that would have
evening.
gotten him more
If
points,
you
but
had
I'm not gonna
seen
lie.
him another place randomly,
See you.
randomly,
Thank you for not pressing. If there's another girl in here, I
Randomly,
can tell her I turned him
and
down,
he
girl.
may have been
But you
like-
should go out on a date with him. I didn't want to because I
been
don't
like,
but you
oh, hey,
should.
how you doing? You good? All right, cool. And kept it like, y'all could have become friends, man. Like,
She
like,
didn't want to be his
knowing
friend.
the-
She didn't want to meet nobody that night.
I didn't.
that's what I'm saying. Even if
That's
it wasn't
the
that
thing.
night, right? And he was at least cordial and graceful and nice.
I was like,
If he saw her around
man.
town at some other point and just said, hey, I remember you. Like, you good? All right, fine, cool. Just on some cordial stuff.
right.
Y'all could have just been cordial, man. And who knows?
And there is honestly a higher chance that I would have engaged him in conversation on a friendship level past that interaction.
Long game.
But he wowed out on me, then got his friend. No.
Long game.
Then got his friend. No, wait, but let me.
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
let you.
Then
I
he
ain't
got
talk.
his friend. Then he got his friend, and his friend started berating me for not going out with him. And then when I ended the conversation, because I was like, "Look, I'm over it." I said no.
Was he ugly?
You will be okay. He was not my type. He said,
he was
Yeah,
ugly.
okay, ugly. Okay.
"That's not ugly." What if I don't? Just because I don't find you attractive doesn't mean you're not an attractive
So
person.
he was
You're
ugly
not my
to
type.
you. He was ugly to you.
Yeah.
Not ugly. I don't like using that term.
I know.
Okay,
That's why
so
you
you're
say
just
he's
not
not your
my
type.
type.
We know that.
He's like,
Soften the blow a little
I'm too
bit.
sure there's people out there that don't think I'm cute, and that's cool.
Well, you mad? None of that matters. None of that matters. We're not talking to you about relational things. Be quiet.
And so
Go
to
ahead.
end this, no, they did not just walk away. The friend then looks me in my face and says, "It's cool. Nobody wants you with your ugly Erica Badu looking self, anyways."
That's right.
Yes, yes.
That's right.
Let's
Because-
insult the lady.
Right, I was
That'll
like-
make us do it.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave Onyx with my dignity. Okay. Whatever. I don't know what the young kids
so
do.
much.
I don't know what y'all
And
do.
it's a strip club. Like, I was
I'm gonna leave
Listeners.
Claremont with my dignity.
that is also a trip. Sit down. I'm
Bro,
tired.
I just found out what Claremont was.
Fun fact: they said
No, I
that
know.
Claremont
Yes.
is where
Yes.
strippers go to retire.
Yes, it's like I heard yesterday it was like 50+ strippers in Claremont. Why was you up in Claremont, Victoria? That's your
First of all,
that's your
don't
first
put me-
problem.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I was down the street from Claremont.
Oh, you was at Dugan's.
I was at El.
If anybody wants to know, Dugan's is where all the black folks go on ponds on the
It
weekends.
is. I was at El Bar, just for full
You was at
disclosure.
El Bar. Okay.
But yeah, so
Wait,
I got insulted.
no,
and
that's
called ugly. And then I was just like, but if I'm
thinking about
ugly,
Auburn
like,
Street.
You came
why
and talked
was
to
you
me.
talking to
Yeah.
me? Like, I know I'm cute.
At the end of the day,
You
like,
thought I was cute.
Yeah.
dudes, it's a microwave.
Enough to be mad.
It's a
Right, like, it was
microwave.
no friend.
It's a microwave generations, man.
Not mad.
Wild.
You was living.
He was mad.
You was about to put your hands on me because I.
Not hands.
My mama say I'm cute. I'm cute.
So yes,
No,
that is
but
my
here's
story.
my thing. Lon said the long game.
Long hair.
No, man. Bump that, man. If the girl don't want to talk to you, I feel like you shouldn't like try to make it your job to change her mind. But that's the
No,
but
that's the thing.
But this is the thing.
I don't interpret the
Those
long
Disney-
game as
those
making
Disney
it my
Channel
job
movies-
or forcing her to want to be with me. The long game is like, all right, we cool. Some have them cool. Some don't. Cool. Like, I'm not going to trip. That's a long game to me. Because if you long
How is
game,
that the long game?
it's long game to me because you keep players in the
See,
field.
you so out of touch. You so married.
I got
You
married
don't know
6
what,
months
you
ago.
don't know
I'm like,
what
that's
you're
not really
talking
a long
about.
game.
Just be quiet. Let's just move on. You know,
That's my long game.
That's not the long game. The long game is where you at. Be quiet.
But I feel like in the end, guys, I just call on you.
Yeah,
Check your friends.
I'm sorry that you had those experiences, like for real.
Ask them to stop being trash.
Like that's stupid. Because if I was just out and anyway, anyway. If I was just out and somebody that I didn't want to talk to me was trying to talk to me, no, that's crazy.
It's not cute.
Jay. All right, what's next?
I don't know, Trump.
Passes by. I don't wanna talk about it.
Wait, Trump was on the list for real?
Yeah.
About what?
Nah, we just said somewhere in
We
there.
just
I
said
think we
Trump.
talked about
Somewhere in there.
We did.
I think.
Somewhere in there.
It did say that.
So basically, Trump.
No, but okay.
He
So
called
I mean,
he
Michael.
called some Indian lady Pocahontas.
Hey, come on, just like, hey, here's some more stuff about Trump. Anything y'all want to talk about? Pick your
Yo.
He
point.
called some what was it, like Navajo lady?
Yeah, there were
Pocahontas to her face.
two Navajo men. I forgot what they were there for.
Hey, can I
don't
just
matter,
say
he
this
called
real
her
quick?
Pocahontas.
We broke this story to y'all first that Donald Trump was about to be our next president.
We did.
We did. We told y'all he was in the running.
We told
when we
y'all
were
some
when
places
we
to
were the old
go.
podcast. We told y'all he was
Some
coming. We
places to
told
move
y'all to
to
go
if he
out
won.
and vote. Huh? Not that it
We gave
matters.
y'all some places to move if he did win.
Yes, word is bond. That was the second episode we did. We
Prepared
said,
y'all.
yeah, nobody moved.
Nobody moved.
Yo, remember everybody was like, if he win, I'm moving.
moving to
Like,
Canada.
man, you still.
I will
Blah.
say the Canadian immigration site did crash like that night. So folks was checking. They was checking to see.
We booked, man. Wish we could accommodate you, man. Just wait it out. Just wait it out. He might be a good president.
But what else does he have to do
To get out of there?
before they?
Oh no, the not Pence. There's some,
Michael Flynn.
Yeah.
So Michael Flynn pleaded guilty to, I think it's two counts of lying to the FBI, because when they interrogated him the first time, he lied and said that he had no conversation or contact with the Russians, with a Russian, was he ambassador at the time, which is a lie. So Michael Flynn was Trump's chief of security. No, was it that chief of security? Or chief of Secretary of Defense? No, I can't remember. He was an army general for a while. Anyway, he got fired. Trump said he fired him because he said he
Trump
knew.
don't get fired for nothing. You understand? He don't get fired for nothing. Steph Curry said, "I'm not coming to the White House." Steph Curry,
You're not invited.
He's been a little.
Uninvited.
Yeah. No. What were the words he used? Steph said deliberately, "I'm not coming." He was like, "Oh, he on the fence, so he uninvited." It was like, bro, I said I wasn't coming.
So,
He is on the fence.
Tom called me and said I might be person of the year.
No, we did not.
But
That's not how we do it.
Like, yeah, such and such. Yeah. She tried to talk to me once. I was like, nah. So she dated you instead. Like, no, that's who he is. He's a 71-year-old, 17-year-old.
Anyway, so basically he said
He's a 71-year-old.
he said he fired Michael Flynn because he knew he was lying to the FBI or lying to James Comey, which people are saying that's obstruction of justice because you knew he was lying and didn't say anything.
Yeah, choose
Anyway,
which one you want to go down for.
Trump is going to have to like piss on the Declaration of Independence for him to
Or the
impeach
flag.
him.
Not even that.
Or the flag.
Or
Y'all love that
something
flag.
before they impeach him. He, like there's nothing.
Not even that.
Like I feel like Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, Pocahontas.
Y'all remember that was like the
What's it
one
called?
thing
Lion
that
Hillary?
everybody across the board is like, that's a no-no. I remember Kavan said that. He was like, yo, we don't make fun of handicapped people. And that was the first thing he did. So you knew it was over.
Out the gate, he was like, I got it.
I got, yeah.
I got it.
I paid this and that person.
And
I
like,
told you I was going to be here next Christmas. I knew he was going to be saying Merry Christmas next.
and like going back to the sexual allegations too, though, it's like,
Nice.
where they was talking about, what is it, Matt Lauer from last week?
Yeah.
They were saying like, how do you hold somebody in the news, in higher regard or
Yes.
higher than you do the president?
president of the
when he
United
out
States.
here talking about, I
mean, they
grabbed
got-
That's
my-
because the
and then
president
you good.
came in like, I ain't,
I ain't one of y'all.
yeah.
Just so y'all know.
I don't play by them rules.
Nah, I don't know about no rules. And like
Y'all can't fire me.
Roy Moore in Alabama, like he's like trying to keep him because he's a Republican, and they want to get tax reform and stuff passed, and he's been accused of what did he do? Sexual assault of like, I mean, it was a while ago, but it's like younger girls, like when they were 16 and stuff. And they asked him about it, and he was like, well, he denies it, so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's denying it, so, I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. So, he said he didn't do it, so go vote for him. We need the seat. So, I mean, what do you do?
45, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you do? He's the president. The rules did this.
The rules?
Yeah.
What?
The rules. He didn't win the popular vote. The rules did this. The
The
electoral college did
of
this.
course, yeah.
Did this. So, I mean,
Because the rules say he should have been out of it.
he, exactly.
Like, what rules? We're following
He like, ain't no
out
rules.
here. You making this up as we go?
I do
Ain't
what I
no
want.
rules, man.
I do what I want. Anyway,
Crazy, man.
I think it's like a catch-22 too because it's like you impeach him, but like he knows. Well,
Not
if
even
if he can remember much of it, but I feel like he knows so much now as a person that just doesn't shut up. Like I don't know if like we can even guarantee that he's not gonna go write a book or get on Twitter and just put secrets and stuff out there.
Nah, this might kill him, so.
I mean, that's just, okay.
What? What? What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
So I mean,
No, for real, I didn't hear
I mean, you never know, and I don't know. I think that moment where he was at, I don't know where he was in, may have been in Europe, and he like pushed all the delegates out of the way
Move.
so he could get up in front and like stuck his chest out.
Hey, man.
He's a child.
He
He's
is.
a man
Oh,
child.
I have a word for him. I forgot. He's a charlatan.
Okay. What's a
He
charlatan,
a
bro?
fraud and a liar. He's a charlatan.
Well, we know that. We know.
Charlatan sounds
All right, so
better.
now it does. So now we got
He's
an
a
official
charlatan.
term. Bro,
Yeah, man.
we waiting on the real president.
It's not Mike Pence
I'm still waiting.
because he's just as
He
crazy.
just as
Because he's crazy with a brain.
That's just not.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
see, that's the thing, though. I'm like, okay, well, first of all, impeachment doesn't mean automatic removal from
No.
office.
It doesn't.
Um,
It has to get passed.
So should he be officially removed from office? My thing is still just like, And I did the full rundown of like who comes after for vice president.
Rico. Puerto Rico. The people of Puerto.
He was the worst. Shooting jumpers into the crowd. Oh, y'all got a flood? I got some stuff that'll get this flood up, player. The quilted wigger picker up.
Yo, they said they had to stop him because he was about to choke. He's out to shoot canned goods.
He was like, hey, that's where we
That's
draw
where we
the
draw the
line.
in the crowd.
No canned
Like,
goods.
what?
Just pass them. Because he don't like
Why
to be
do you
touched. He
not
don't
know
wanna be
that
touched.
that's not okay? Oh my
He don't
God.
want to be touched.
He doesn't want to be touched by the black folks.
Yeah, or anybody that's not white.
Yeah.
Or like in
I
this,
saw this
like,
one chick up front trying to like shake his hands. I'm like,
Yeah,
she
he like
doesn't
he
like
walk,
you.
he like
She
he
doesn't
passed
like
it, bro. He's
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm good.
But so is that all?
So anyway,
Maxine Waters for president.
vote for Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Cool.
Tomorrow.
Maxine Waters.
Word.
Auntie Maxine.
Auntie Maxine for president.
Please reclaim our
Reclaim
time,
our
bro.
time.
We need this whole year back, okay? Reclaim our time, Maxine.
Oh yeah.
We need this whole year, bro.
Man, that's
This
crazy.
would be like, he was like, no 10-year president has done, no, what did he say? No,
This impersonation. I just
no 10-month president has done what I've done in 10 months.
thank God.
He's like,
And for this week, give
he's
thanks.
like, yeah. And for this
And
week,
get out.
and for this week, give thanks.
But he didn't do nothing though.
Just imagine what I would do in
Yo, the correct like, and they passed the tax plan in the middle of the night, 51 and 49. Like,
reading the mug.
and they haven't read it.
500 pages.
Yeah, it was like stuff like pencil in the margins and stuff. Like there was a whole page of like pen notes. Nobody's read it.
From what is this?
The tax
new
plan.
tax bill.
It's a 1 point.
They pushed
Was
it
that
through.
$1.3 trillion tax? Like
Oh
overall.
yeah, so he just
Doesn't it
pushed
say
it
adds to
through.
the
He
deficit?
can't.
It's gonna add to the
Let me not
deficit.
say he can't do that because there's a million things that he could not do that
Yeah,
he
he
has
did.
done, which should have had him like. We should be talking about a whole new president right now. He was like, man, remember when Trump was in office? That was crazy. That was a crazy 2 months.
We're still here.
Yeah. Anything else? We good?
No, I think we're good, man. I don't know what else is
Good.
happening right now. Can we talk about Ray Allen getting catfished?
Ray Allen.
Yeah, bro, he got catfished by.
He too old to be getting catfish. What?
He married.
He
What are
too-
you trying to be
He's
catfish
too old to be
for?
on the internet. That's why he got catfished. By
married.
some gay dude, I think.
Mm.
That he's like pressing charges against now. Because he was like, I think for stalking or something
You really
like
want
that.
to end on this?
No.
You
I thought it was funny.
really want to end on?
Y'all not finna talk about
Let
that beef?
Jesus Shuttlesworth be. Okay? Leave him alone.
How old is too old to get catfished?
When you married, can't get catfished by your wife.
Some dude's getting catfished by the wife right now.
All right, sign us off, Mr. Host. All right, look at Slon. Slon show. I'm excited.
If you're in Atlanta, go out and vote tomorrow. Well, today, shoot.
Yeah.
And just find out and figure out what's going on in your community, like who's in your city council, and just, I mean, Trump is something to worry about, but like, there's somebody that's rezoning your water and doing things in your
That's real.
your community and like gerrymandering and stuff that you don't know about, and you see shops go up in apartments and homes and stuff, and there are people being displaced and all that stuff. So figure out what's going on. Do something that's on the internet other than Facebook. And
Wow, you sound so old.
I know.
Yeah, get off that Facebook. Get off that my book.
My father-in-law calls it
My Facebook.
My father-in-law says it's an idiot
Right.
box.
Idiot box.
That's the television.
It's a phone
You
now.
like all of that.
All that stuff.
All
on the
of
screen.
that. All of that technology.
All that idiot box. And go do something with yourself.
Go play outside. Like I'm 30. I'm 30. We still gonna go play.
Oh, you remember playing outside, bro?
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
I do. It was crazy. I was talking about it the other day. Playing outside.
It was
Well,
fun,
bring
man.
Life Flight without cell phones, man. I can't remember.
Bro, it was cool.
You should try it. I turn my phone off every so often.
He does.
It's pretty fun.
Can't do that.
It's like, yo, you just be attached. Detached.
Disattached.
Lord. Lord Jesus. Yeah, in this show.
I'm disappointed so much. I got disattached from the situation.
I was disattached. I was disattached.
Hey, man.
Something what Trump would say.
Word is fine.
Say it bigly.
What you say?
You would say it bigly. Y'all got any good things to
He
say?
did
Any
say
good
bigly.
any good music y'all listening to?
Yes, that's how
Any
we
good
got it.
shows y'all
Go
watching on
ahead.
Netflix? Anything?
I heard a new jump by what's the name? Melanie Fiona. Remember You. I like.
Oh, the project good?
I didn't hear it. It's a single she dropped.
Single, okay.
I like it.
Melanie's talented, bro. I like her.
Melanie Fiona.
Melanie Fiona.
Yes.
Yeah.
What song?
Remember.
Remember You.
Remember You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else
Melanie
is good?
Fiona. She sang too hard for me.
She's actually not singing that hard.
She
of
be
a track.
singing so hard.
Who else is good? I've been checking out what's her name. Sabrina.
You mean-
Sabrina Claudio
Sabrina
is
Claudio.
the go.
I haven't got on her yet.
She's
the
so
goat.
good.
She's the go.
She's a new artist.
I don't know if she's
She's
the
good.
go.
Okay, that might be.
Y'all
that-
just can't
I
be.
might have
Y'all
been joking.
millennials just can't be throwing
I might
out
have
go.
been- First of all, you a millennial too.
Yeah,
Don't
so
do that.
so
Anyways.
y'all. Yeah, y'all just can't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so
it
sorry.
diminishes the meaning of go.
interwebs. But Sabrina Claudio, she sings her truth, a relatable truth.
She sings her writer's truth.
Yo, Victoria's been through some things, bro. We need
Really?
to.
I really have.
We need to
Oh, you
unpack
have a-
this
you-
some more.
You got a story?
Yes,
I don't.
she do though.
I just
We
live
might
my
do a whole
life
podcast on your story.
and
Yeah.
observe.
Break it down
do.
into pieces.
It's a very short.
It's not though.
Short
We'll
story.
peel back these layers. Continue. What else?
Miguel's project.
Yeah, I listened to that. It was pretty decent. It was like 2 songs on there I probably didn't like, but it was pretty good. It was
Yeah.
solid. He be singing hard too.
What do y'all listen? That's what y'all listening to right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
I've been listening to a lot of John Mayer the past couple of days, honestly.
John Mayer,
Mhm.
new stuff.
Ooh.
He put a project out this year.
Yeah.
The Search.
So I've been trying to get up like
Something for the wave.
mainstream artists. I'm trying to find like independent folks to listen to.
The Search for Everything. It was good. It's decent. It was typical John Mayer. Indie artists.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to find.
Childish Major. He's pretty good. Love him. His project's coming out, I think, the 21st or the 15th of this month, I think. But solid artist, man. Good dude.
Right. Yeah, I know I've been listening to what you call it, Alexis Isley. She put the new track out a couple weeks ago. On to You. Yeah. So yeah, that joint's pretty dope. Of course, I've been listening to Sci-Hi, the Prince
I haven't
album.
listened to that. Yeah.
That album's pretty dope. And then of course, like we was talking about earlier about the Grammy nominees, still listening to Rhapsody joint, so that's still in rotation. So yeah, that's about it for real for me. And then other than the Miguel album, so yeah,
How y'all feel about Chris Brown album?
it was
Did
too
not
long.
listen.
Keith has a theory on how he made 45 songs.
So Chris Brown is on drugs, okay? Chris Brown
This sounds like a
does
crazy
all
stand
the
up.
cocaine, bro.
This like a Chris Rock stand up. Chris Rock.
He's on drugs, bro. So
Because we know how
you
albums
know,
work.
you know, we be in the studio. You work with people. I saw Rock City. I told you I saw R.
Yeah, at the mall.
Yeah, nah, at the movie theater. It's all good.
The movie
but
theater, my
yeah,
bad.
they recorded for like Beyonce and all that stuff.
Yeah, they-
right. So you know how many songs it takes to make a project?
For one of
Probably
Rihanna.
45 songs.
So for one of Rihanna's project, they submitted 20 songs, bro. I think 3 got picked.
Yeah, so Chris Brown, he
That's
not
a
writing.
lot of-
so
you're not- that's
he
a
not
lot of
writing
work.
all of his songs. He's hardly writing anything at this point, which is fine. But Chris Brown records 6 songs a night.
You know how long it takes to record one song with parts, background
so
vocals?
you know this stuff is like templated out
ad-libs.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So he's like, I've seen him in the studio. Like
You
'cause
dropping-
he did,
you-
yeah, he
you
did
record
like a
and
live
drop,
stream
record and
one
drop,
day.
record
He
and
was like,
drop.
all right, next song, knock this song out, next song. 6 songs a night. T-Pain confirmed it. Chris Brown is on drugs, bro. You don't put out a 45 song album, Chris.
Bro, your lungs alone. 6 songs a night, like.
I'm glad we on this topic because here's the deal. Chris, he cheated the streaming system.
He did.
That's
why
he
he
put
went
out
gold.
45 songs.
That's
though.
why he went gold in the week.
So, all right, let me give him a benefit out of the doubt. I'm gonna do 45s. I'm gonna maybe do 60 songs. He at least did 60
He at
songs.
least did
I'm
60.
going to choose 40 songs, 40 or whatever songs. I'm going to put these songs out. And yeah, that's why I go gold in a week. But that's also why X amount of artists that worked and wrote on my project aren't getting the money that they deserve.
They're not.
I'm going to give y'all each $50,000 because I got it like that. I'm going to put out all this music so that I can say that I went gold. And he was like telling people how to stream the music, where to stream it from and all of that stuff, like so that he could be this, you know.
Because YouTube points count too.
Yeah, he was like, somebody said, he was like, don't, like, stream it this way. Don't, like.
Bro, it was clear
like,
directions.
Don't, yeah,
One,
like, don't
two,
be eating food
3.
while you listen to it. Like, telling people, like, how to. Just telling people how to do it.
Yeah, so, I mean, and honestly, it was 45 songs that was like, yo, none of these are terrible. To the point where it was
So
like,
you know you sifted
like,
through some
I
bullcrap.
can't listen to this. Like, content might be like, this is too much. But, like, in terms of, like, just track and melodies and just song overall, like, it was 45 songs that I'm like, yo, none of these are terrible songs. And I'm like, bro, why did you do this? So I don't know how much drugs he may or may not have been on recording 45 songs for this album, but it's definitely something that hasn't been done ever, if not for a while. I mean, Crit did like 22 songs, and it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, and he's independent now, so basically just did whatever he wanted to do. So, I mean, 22 songs is like a big deal these days.
It is, because you only really supposed to be doing 10 or 11.
10 or
at this
12.
point.
Like, so 22 is a big deal, and 45 is just like, I don't know.
Victoria was going to say something, then we're going to close out. Amen.
Word of prayer.
Amen. Any prayer requests? Praise report. Go ahead.
I really didn't have anything to say. I just hope everyone lives their best lives like Swiss Beats on his roller skates.
Swiss is living his best life, bro.
Is he on roller skates?
Yes.
He has a roller skate, like,
So he
layout.
graduated from Harvard.
He's
Yeah.
like roller skating in his living room around the cause.
Yeah, bro.
Cause statue. It's wild.
He
And
just,
I
like,
really
called
was like,
somebody and
this
was
is
like, I want my floor done now. And he's, like, roller skating around his house.
in an all white fit in an
Just
all
all
white
white.
room.
Where's Alicia at?
And a glass of cognac.
Where's Alicia,
Alicia
doing all
upstairs
that?
put
There's
rainbow
somewhere
threads
screaming
in.
at somebody.
Tired.
Wait, what'd you say about Alicia Keys?
Huh?
It was something related to infidelity?
Wait, what?
Didn't they say she stole him from his
We gotta
We gotta close out. We gotta close out.
Bye.
Hey, man, I've been listening to it's the Christmas season, man. So I'm like really in Christmas season,
bro?
So that new Drew Hill album.
You heard that DMX?
Hold on.
Rap the red
Hold
note in
on,
there.
hold on. I'm talking about Drew Hill. What?
There's a DMX version of
I did. It's foolishness.
Rudolph
So
the
back to what I was
Red-Nosed
talking about.
That's old. But
Yeah, yo,
No, it's recorded now. It's on Spotify.
he did like an actual version. Yeah, that Drew Hill album, I think it's called Christmas Time or whatever. I don't know what it's called. Look at the Drew Hill
That
album.
might be the whole
Yeah,
the title.
it's 9
Christmas
songs.
Time
It ain't
or
gonna hurt you to
whatever.
listen to it. And I've also been listening to Anita Wilson. I forget the name of the album, the new Anita Wilson album. So yeah.
I don't know, man.
Division. I'm on that Daniel Caesar wave right now too.
Daniel Caesar, bro.
I like 2 songs after that Daniel Caesar album.
I was wondering,
Fact.
can you hold me down?
yes.
That upset
No.
me so bad.
Kirk playing
That
that
upset me so
I
bad.
was very confused when that first came. I was like, huh, is this?
So I'm in
It's Kirk? Okay.
at a boxing party, right? And they playing the Daniel Caesar album. I'm like, who is this? This is before, like, this is the Mayweather Conor McGregor fight. So I'm in the joint and I'm like, who is this? And it was like, this is Daniel Caesar. I'm like, okay, why is he ripping off Kirk Franklin right now? And they were like, what? No, that's his song. I'm like, listen to this. And I start singing. The spring has come and gone. The leaves have all turned brown.
Listen to that
They was
album
like, yeah,
today.
you got a good ear. I'm like, bro, he took
Not
the
that hard.
song.
Literally,
You don't have to have no
exact
good ear.
same
Yeah.
song. Like,
Yeah, Daniel, stop that. You took like 2 Kirk Franklin songs off that album.
Kirk said you up
I
next,
like the first song.
Yeah.
That was good.
What about the one with her?
And best part.
I like that.
That's the jam. That joint
Yeah.
make me cry. I played the drums to that joint.
I don't even play the drums.
Yeah, it's
I
dope.
did though.
What else? That's it.
I don't
bro.
know how we close.
I
Hey
don't know
man,
I'm listening to. I'm not listening to.
he's not listening to. Y'all listening to this podcast. Y'all subscribe. Just go to. I mean, if you haven't already, just hit that subscribe button. No, they gonna get this far.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. It'll be shorter next time, maybe or maybe not.
It will not be.
Tell your male friends to stop sexually harassing women and learn how to talk to
Let's
people
do moral of the story. Like
civilly. What's the moral of the story? Vote
up
for
with an
people. Vote people that are gonna bring actual and real change in your community and your life. That makes sense and that lasts longer. And don't be LeVar Ball. Don't be like Trump.
Yeah.
And don't be Joel Embiid.
Amen.
All right.
We never talked about Joel Embiid for you to say.
We did.
No, we
Because
did.
we talked about
We talked
LeVar
about
Ball.
Trump and LeVar Ball. So we talked about Joel Embiid.
Oh,
They're the same person.
that's slander. Joel Embiid is not Trump.
All right, that was terrible. He's
Yeah, that
not,
was.
but he's a troll.
Nobody's Trump.
He's a troll,
The Antichrist might be Trump.
bro.
I don't want to end on. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Bye.
See y'all next week.
Opening the
Peace.
can of worms, bro. That was a can of worms.